Hello, everybody. Hi. How are you doing? Today is a low spoon day. So it's cheer nose and me day up. Have at thee. I will let you go crazy. Red Wolf has started.
Oh, really now?
Yes, it's a low spoon day, so you have permission to make me smile, laugh, cry happy tears. Do everything you must. It's one of those. I don't like my low spoon days. They make me really sad and blah. So, but I am Nozami, your Welsh Pandragon. We are joined by Mr. Lion today. And we have Circus as well. Circus is going for a drive to get foods. So you'll.
I know. We'll vape for a little while out, but I'll switch it when I get home.
Yeah, that's okay, honey. That's okay. So and Lion has his guacamole and like chips. So you might hear some crunchies. Well, ASMR. Crunchy. But yes, thank you, Wolf. I really appreciate you buying me some snacks on my throne. You're an absolute sweet pea. Who else we got? I saw Chozo. Chozo was here. How you doing, honey? Thank you for wishing me a great stream. And both my bunnies are in here too. Got my art daughter bunny, Bunny Bay. Hello, sweetie. Hope you're doing well. You got that wedding in 2 days, honey. I hope you're all ready for that. And my little tiny fluffy bunny. She's also cute too. I have many bunnies. I'm the collector of bunny rabbits now. I can't wait to see that artist on Twitter put me in bunny girl outfit. Challenge accepted, yo.
That is gonna look phenomenal.
Yes. I can't wait. I literally cannot wait for that. Like, I'm super hyped. Card and link tree. Okay.
That'd be exciting. I will see the day though, Nozumi, when you have an entire army of community just being all jellyfish.
Oh my god. So as most of you know, like, this is my first PNG, but I finally, I've been talking about this since I started VTubing. I finally commissioned my another PNG as well, but that was off intro. I've been saving up to commission that. And it's going to be used also for my talk shows as well. She gets a throne, and you get to see not just cute Nozami, badass Nozami. I'm entering my villain arc. And my little jellyfish
Don't worry,
Ori.
Nozumi will still be cute. She's always cute.
My little jellyfish Ori is gonna look pretty badass too, so I'm excited. But yes, I'm super thankful for Bunny Bay though, because this is my first ever proper Nozami crafted PNG, and I love it. Like, this is, like, I'm super happy with how cute it is, and I like the hair. Like, my favorite piece is my hair. Like, the bangs. Like, I could never find, like, dress-up games, like, doing stuff, like, when I was perusing through stuff like that a while back, that did really, really nice justice to the bangs. But we were looking at, like, Lion was helping me pick out a nice, pretty hairstyle today, though, which was nice. He's being my fashion advice guru.
She is going to look like the sexiest fucking queen you've ever seen.
Yes. I'm super happy, but, like, I was nervous about it, because, like, I was worried that I wasn't gonna, like, get all the details, like, worded right. Like, I can explain how I want stuff to look very well in a call with people or talk to them, but when you end up, like, trying to type it out, I mean, I'm a writer and I'm very ashamed of myself. I was like, did I word this right? Did I word it to look okay? Like, I was,
I couldn't even describe my own. I literally had to send her like 30 different references for each.
Yeah. Like, I was like worried, because, like, I'm quite picky with my character designs, and I'm like, okay, but Bunny Bay knows how picky I can be.
If you ever need me to proofread something, I can do that.
Oh, definitely. I want to start writing up some stuff. I know next week is usually my quiet time in the house to do some recordings. So I'm gonna be doing some happy holidays and Nadolig Llawan voice clips for people. Nadolig Llawan is Merry Christmas, by the way, in Welsh. But I've also been asked if I could do like wholesome little voice clips for people. I'm not sure if I should commission them or anything, because they take time. But I'm also gonna do like I need to do like a little intro video as well for my stream at some point and figure out how to make that, because Twitch keeps reminding me that I need to make one.
You also need to talk to me when you start doing that one, so I can make you an intro song for it.
Oh my god, yes! You're free to make me a song at anytime, honey. I can send you the 2 that I've had made for me already. That my manager Eisen made one for my opening, as a gift. He gave it me the other day, so I've incorporated that into the starting scene and the stream ending scenes. And then the intermission one was the first one I got. I think it was by Lemon who did that one for me. Like, she just was like, give me your PNG and I'm gonna make a little jingle based on your stuff. And the only fact she had about me was I like jellyfish and tea and I'm a Welsh pandragon, and it was the cutest little jingle. I was like, somebody made me something. They made me a song. I like music. I'm a sucker for songs. It's one of the, doesn't matter how cute it is. Welcome back, Ben.
I need to mostly find like people to do work with, because last project that I actually did was like just a birthday present for Elysian, for like a little small intro for her.
Oh my
And I'm like,
God.
I'm looking for the motivation just to make something else. And I'm like, honestly, I wanna do this. I wanna do this for you.
You could call it your Christmas present to me. There you go. Oh, Yoshi noise. Okay, bunny. Losu. There you go, honey. I know that makes you cringe, Lion. I'm sorry.
No. I said this earlier. There are a few points that I think could improve.
I know.
That is all I said about it.
I've literally so the Yoshi noise was actually the first voice I pretty much developed. Now I've developed this since I was in my teens. Now I'm talking about like 13, 14. Like I was a child. I was like, I'm ancient now. I was like 12, 13, and it was a silly noise that you do. And then like I used to see Yoshi on like the Mario and Luigi show and the games, and I was like, I want to see if I can make that noise, and I sort of did, and it's just sort of been how it is. Like, I've not taken the time to improve the Yoshi noise. It's just pretty much been how I've done it. A care package from my other fuzzy bunny and head pats. I need to get another. I forgot to add another one for Circus. God damn, I'm horrible.
I feel for that, Nozami. Like
It's
when
one of
I
those
started doing my voices, like when I was younger.
Yes. We'll add one in for.
But fairly.
Yeah.
Only one that I actually managed to get like around that age was just Baby Mario.
Oh my god! Yes, I'm adding one in for Circus. There we go. Oop.
No, it's adorable. Honestly, it's like, but no, I know how much it is when you literally have to constantly keep voice practicing them, and it's like,
yeah, like,
am I doing it right? Am I not doing it right? Can I have somebody hear me to see if this is right?
We got a care package as well, so posture check and
all right.
hydrate.
Yeah.
As the usual, and stretchies. Oh, that was a good one. My back appreciated that stretch. Thank you, darling. I love the Yoshi. My ears are blessed. Thank you, Bunny Bay. Thank you, Art Daughter. I appreciate that. Also, Fluffy Bunny, meet Art Daughter Bunny. My 2 bunnies. But yes, I've got so many people just sort of going, yes, please. Yes, mother. Of course, darling. I've adopted a Bunny Bay. So that, yeah, I'm super happy. I have beautiful children. I secretly wanted a daughter, but one of me's enough. I got the best mom, people. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. that cheers me up. Thank you, honey. But yeah.
Beautiful children as born from a beautiful mother.
Yes. And then, you know, definitely. I've just sort of adopted them from all over the world, per se. Well, I need to speak to Eisen about fucking what he has done to my chat. I have to permit everything. Ugly crying noises. Like I forgot to fix it before I streamed today. Yes. Nozomi is the best mom, so kind and sweet. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you.
You forgot cute and pretty.
Oh, god damn it. Nah, not really. I say that, but people have seen my festive selfie on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you gotta go digging for that. Yeah, Eisen decided to safety check my chat one time and just he
We lost Circus.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Circus will be back. It's fine. But Eisen went through my chat and basically was like, let's not have this word, not allow this one, and just every word you can think of, it's just somewhere in there. So I'm like, I haven't had a chance to go in and have a look what he's done to change it, because it's like, you guys can say pretty much stuff. I'm quite capable of deleting messages and banning people. I'm not at the stage where I need it auto done all the time. Stepped in the supermarket. I'm gonna be silent for a minute. That's alright, honey. He's like the Cheshire Cat who appears once in a while and disappears without notice. I always seem to know when he's around. I did have to tell him off the other day because he was like, I'm gonna just see what the shield mode does, and freaked me and Zen out. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I don't mind you testing stuff. Just tell me ahead of time. Just be like, oh, by the way, I'm just testing something. And I was like,
yep.
I was like, that's fine. Just don't turn it off. And Paul Zen's like, what did we do? What happened? Even he was like, I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. I was like, that's fine. That's fine. I did finally finish collecting all my Welsh folklore research today before stream, but there's a shit ton to go through. So I've definitely got weeks worth of it to do. And tomorrow I can collect all my research for the Christmas stream. I want to bonk the dude in the head as hard as I ever could. Oh, Bunny, I forgot to tell you.
Oh,
he messaged me the other day, and I've been telling him he needs to pace his workload and literally give me stuff to do if he's struggling. He decided, oh, I'm gonna pull the most evilest move on you, and basically said, do you mind if I take you up on that offer? Because he's dealing with his last load of studies and exams and all that, and family stuff. And I was like, yeah, sure. What do you need? He goes, so do you want to do basically every single one of his managerial things for the voice acting company? And I was like, okay, don't mind doing that. But did he give me any information?
Escalated quickly.
Did he give me any information on what I need to do? No. So I'm like, I'm either going to have to ask Eisen, or I'm going to go and I have to ask Kaiba what stuff Eisen does. And what I need to do. Because it's you've asked me to do a lot of stuff, which also includes recruitment. But you haven't told me, A, what I'm expected to do, B, what I need, what are my materials? And I'm like, God damn it, sir. What have you sent me, sir, on the Twitter?
Not much.
No, not much, he says. Not much. Should I be concerned?
Maybe.
It's a cat. What
Yep.
the fuck is that cat doing?
It's a gamer posture.
He's just a big pancake of a cat. Oh my god, that is a joy on Twitter. That is.
I love all the different random cat accounts. It's yep.
I like looking at funny cats because I don't have any cats because everybody else is allergic and I'm just sad.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep, cats being gremlins.
Cats are funny. I saw a cat sniff somebody's foot once and the face made me laugh. Let's kidnap him. Both of us can come up with a mastermind plan. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
I'd find that funny because then Eisen would be like, Kyber, help me, and Kyber would just be there reading a newspaper going, carry on. It's a funny relationship. They amuse me so much, but they've done a lot for me. But that's gonna be funny. I know at some point I'm gonna have to practice my singing. I don't know what, but like I've just been told by Eisen, oh yeah, practice your singing. The fuck you doing to me, sir? But and also with I'm gonna have the talk show launching in January. I'm not sure what date. But it's all about networking. I'm too shy to just like reach out to like everyone and be like, you know, would you like to be a guest and stuff? You know. But like I'm gonna have my new PNG from intro made for that, and it was fitting. It had to be put in a throne, in a chair, because we're all gonna be sat down. But it's funny, but he's gonna be more like, I'm waiting for you to gather your strength and try picking me up because you can't. I'll find it amusing watching your failed attempt to kidnap me. I mean, I'm small, but I mean, if I'm challenged enough, like, I'll drag him. It's not a problem. I'll just knock him out first.
I can do it.
Just a frying pan, and I'll be like, no, it's fine. Like, and I've found the best way to drag heavy loads. You push with your legs. You know, have a like.
Well,
you know.
Yes and no, but yes.
Well, it's one of those have a firm grip, but then like you sort of like crouch down, but like push back with your legs. So like you're gaining a bit more stuff. Like I can do it. Need a shovel.
The shovel might be a bit much.
Yeah, I mean, I'd just tie him up in a chair.
Yeah.
Feed him soup. How tall am I? I am 5'2". I am a small dragon. It's a running joke that I like to mountain climb the very tall VTubers. This tiny nuzzle me.
She's a precious little dragon.
Yes, I'm at the height of like kneecaps. That's why I tell people I'm coming for your knees. You can't tell this to Eisen. That's okay. It's okay, honey. Well, it's one of those. If Eisen does try to wind you up, it's like, nah, I'll just tell him off. It's fine. Because you know you gotta do that. I also just whacked on the romantic playlist today. Happy vibes. It also includes some jazz to your liking.
Oh.
Yes.
It's unfortunate that I can't hear it
The
without opening the
audacity
stream.
of the dude. Listen to what happened. What did he do? What did he do? Yeah, I got like some like jazz pieces and saxophone pieces in here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to like send you the playlist or something at some point. 2 days ago, I asked him for a new email address, and here's what he comes up with. He made you a new email address. No.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Oh dear. Tiny Bunny Bay in that email. Oh no.
Ah.
Oh bless. Tiny Bunny Bay. Really? He had to have the tiny in there? How mean. This is why I make all mine. Like, you know, I have some like edgy ones like way back in the year. I was like, oh, cringe. Because, you know, back in the day when we all were allowed emails, we wanted to make, like, really cool ones. And then as an adult, you'll hit and go, ew.
Hey, small is good.
Yeah.
Small is good. Small is cute.
We're pocket size.
Yes.
You know. I also want to try
Cue the, I will put you in my pants meme.
Oh my god. Oh, damn it. But yes. It's against the law. Don't bully Bunny. Hashtag don't bully Bunny, yes. No bullying the bunny. But, you know, it's always the saying, you know, they bully you because they like you. No, we don't do that. It's like, I don't like being picked on. I'm precious.
Well, at least you finally admit it.
Yeah, precious to a point, I guess.
No.
I did give
No. You're
everybody
extremely
permission.
precious.
I did give everybody permission to, like, cheer me up today. So, have at thee. Me and Mom are the two most huggable creatures. Yes. It's a dragon. But I need to send you later, Bunny, my little baby dragon form. You will die. He's aiming eggy. Yes, I will definitely show you. Hang on, let me do it now while I'm here, because I'm gonna forget. You know me, I forget shit. I forget
Well, I
everything.
managed to get my soft shells. I managed to get my sour cream, 2 types of cheese, and sauce.
There we go. I've sent it to you, Circus, and I've sent it to Bunny. So at least yes, I want to make a cute dragon too. Yes, on Discord,
Honestly,
honey.
you should put this as an emote. You should make this an emote.
I want to. Yeah, I've got it as like my reactive for when I'm in people's streams at the minute. So yeah, feel free to check, Bunny. I did that one. It matches my dragon colors. I actually colored this dragon with the exact same colors that Bunny Bay used in my model for my hair and for my horns and my tail. What are the rules for art with my model? I don't want to break. You don't want to break any. What are rules for? Oh, there, honey. That is, as long as you ask if you want to make a piece for me. You're free to ask me if you want to draw something. You're free to draw anything. If it is a 18 plus art, please feel free to ask me first. That's pretty much the rules on my models, and so say Bunny is the one who created this model for me as well. My other fluffy bunny. So Bunny Bay is the artist for this piece that you see on here. She is very talented. But yeah, I welcome all forms of fan art and things like that. But if you want to make like anything like lewd, always ask me first.
Meanwhile, I'm over here having already done so without asking and got approved.
You did ask, though. You did technically ask me.
I did ask.
Yeah.
About something else.
Yeah, but you asked, and I said, "Oh, well, that's fine."
Yep.
Well, yeah. But yeah, but Bunny is very pleased with the boobas. She drew the boobers. Nosby's cuteness might kill people. I can't. No. Yep. The little Italian hand gesture. That was her reaction for when she was like, the boobas, they are perfect. And, she was so proud of them.
They're very nice booba.
Yes.
10 out of 10 would smother my face in them.
Yes, and it's very like accurate as well, because corset type outfits push them up, so I think it is very fitting. But I was like, yes, and I got the hips. The hips are nice. The thighs, the amount of comments I've had on the thighs, though, I'm like, are you people okay? I'm like, are they good? Like, I had one person ask me to suffocate them at one point. I was like, excuse me, what? I was very confused.
You know what they say. Thick thighs save lives.
I mean, not if you're asking to be smothered with them.
Smothered and suffocated are different things.
I know. Well, I've seen people break watermelons with their thighs. I'm very concerned. The best part of the model of the boobs.
The thing is, that involves purposeful squeezing.
Yeah.
And also, watermelons are nowhere near as tough as a skull.
They're perfectly round. I made them with the utmost respect. Proud distance screams. Can I do a validate me for someone else in chat if they consent? Of course you can. You can redeem it for somebody else, sweetie. If they'd like validation, of course, honey. I don't think anyone would say no to being validated by Nozomi.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Meanwhile, still on the thighs, I certainly wouldn't mind burying my face in them.
Oh my god. Is it bad? I want to try like crushing a watermelon with mine, just to say I've done it.
As long as you record it so that there's proof.
Yeah, for Bunny Bay. Okay, so my art daughter Bunny Bay is honestly one of the most kindest, sweetest, and hardworking girls I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. She calls me senpai as well as mom, which is absolutely adorable. I felt absolutely so honored when she would ask if she could make, my BNG for me. Because I've seen her artwork before for some of our voice acting stuff, because she works alongside myself and Eisen and a few others for story pieces. Her artwork is absolutely phenomenal. She is always super kind. She is very easy to fluster, but she's extremely hardworking and very doting on any people she does work for. She will be 100% attentive to you and make sure that you are over 100% happy with everything. She's honestly just so precious. Like, I adore her so much. And, this is my first official, PNG, and it is hard to, sum everything up for her, but she's honestly just so precious. And, she does need to come out of her shell a little more, because, I told her she can make her art into a very good career, and there are so many people wanting to support her. So, I'm hoping that's okay, but I really, really love Bunny Bay. She is lovely. Little best art daughter ever. In my little praises. Oh, she liked the little dragon I sent her. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I told you. She gets flustered very easily. You're welcome, Bunny. Oh, that's cute. That's definitely cute. But I think I'm not sure how everyone's gonna react to the other models. So you've got cute little Nozomi here. And then you've got the other one. It's villain arc.
The cute and extremely sexy queen.
Yes, it's my villain arc. Distorted screams intensifies. Bunnybay.exe has stopped working. Flustered AF. Oh my god. How is AF fucking a thing I have to allow? Come on. Oh.
Because of what it expands into.
I know. I swear to God. I still need to mod you at some point, Lion. Because you're here all the time. You're like a staple. Enjoy your lurk, sweetheart. Crying in auto-tune. Crying in oh my god. It's okay, Bunny. Don't cry, honey.
Alright, Discord crashed, but we're good.
Is that all good?
Yep, I fixed it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Did you enjoy your chips, good sir?
I still have chips. I'm out of guacamole, though.
The horror. I love you, Nozomi. Oh, I love you too, sweetheart. You are so precious. You need to send me a picture of your wedding outfit when you go. Because you're going to that big, nice wedding. I need to see the prettiness. Question. Is henna Indian? Yes, ma'am. I'll invite you as my VIP. Oh, thank you. I do like going to weddings. Yeah. Bunny, you might know. Is henna Indian? I am very confused.
I believe henna is Indian, yes.
Yeah, I've got to have henna done back in high school when we did some extracurricular stuff
Right.
There was a lady who came into the youth center we were in. You Bunny. Other little bunny went to lurk, so you, daughter. And we got to have it done, and I was like, that was sort of what set off my love for tattoos. Is back in high school when we got to be hennaed by a nice Indian lady who came to like talk to us about culture and stuff. Oh, look, you got your choo-choo.
Yeah.
This guy's choo-choo back. Ah, okay. Yeah, it was super cute, but it decided, I was like, yep. One of my hands now has 2 tattoos on it, so that's because of henna. And
Hold on a minute.
there's a nice lady on TikTok who
I haven't seen that.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 tattoos altogether.
Dang, you're holding out on me.
Yes, I've got. Well, I can describe them for you. The one I struggle to take the picture of is the one between my shoulder blades, which is like that was the first one I ever got done. It's like a.
Well, you can get your other to take that one.
Yeah, I might do. It's a band logo called Evans Blue. It's like a very cool like blue butterfly, and it's got the letter E and B in the wings. That one hurt. And then I've got
Understandable.
I got Roman numerals on my booba, my right one, with some Celtic designs either side.
I will not ask for a picture of that.
it's the number 13, by the way, because I like odd numbers. I've got on my right
XIII?
Yes, XIII, yes. I've got on my on my right wrist, on my inner wrist, I've got a picture of a bird, a swallow, and it represents, being free and stuff like that. On the other wrist, my left one, I've got a hourglass, and it's got a crack in the glass, which represents obviously time doesn't last forever. I designed that one myself too. On my left arm, I have Tiny Dragon's name in calligraphy because I can write in cursive.
That's nice.
And I like calligraphy. I'll have to write your name in handwriting one day. I've got a tiny leaf on my left hand. This one I got basically as moral support for my sister when she was getting her first tattoo. She wanted to get a little smiley face on her hand, and she was a bit worried about the pain, and I'd had some before, so I pretty much just picked a nice tiny leaf design I saw in one of the picture frames, and the guy did that for me. I might eventually attach it up to the bottom of the hourglass for like vines and stuff, because I want to get a raven sat on top of it. And then I've got on my left ring finger, I have a key it's a heart-shaped key, and basically because that is the only finger that has a vein that goes directly to your heart. Your right ring finger doesn't. So
wait, what?
Okay, so the entire reason the left hand is your ring finger for when you're married is because there is one vein that goes from your finger. Confetti cannon for Bunny Bay.
Huh.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, you don't have it in your right one. But
that makes sense because the right hand's further from the heart.
Yeah, but you have a vein that goes through your left one.
Right.
And so a lot of people decided that is the one where your engagement rings and your wedding rings and your promise rings go. Bunny likes the confetti cannon. I kept it on because Lion liked it so much. I introduced that during prom. So I got like a heart-shaped key on that. I did the most very British thing while getting that done. I had a cup of tea in the other hand. I was drinking tea while having that done. They were like, "Oh, do you want a cup of tea?" I was like, "Oh, I can get tea here? Sweet." And they were super nice about it. I might again add it, but tattoos be expensive. Because I want to try and get like a whole like woodlandy sort of like semi-sleeve on my lower left arm. So you'll have like a raven sat on top of my hourglass. And like I'll expand on the leaves and have like the key with a bit of a chain maybe. I don't know yet. I do want to get a jellyfish on one of my thighs and have the tentacles like running down my leg. Because that would be cool. Don't even think about
running? Okay, so you got where I was going with that, alright.
Yeah. No, just sort of wrapped around and stuff like, because I've seen people with nice thigh tattoos and they look really cool. It's 3:10 here and I still can't... Honey, watching me isn't gonna help.
Oh, sure it will. Your voice is amazing.
I know, I say that, but I've already made a few people fall asleep in streams before. And it is one of those, it has its moments of like, am I that boring that people have fallen asleep? But also at the same time, my voice is that soothing.
It's just that your voice is that soothing.
Yeah.
That said, I would recommend putting the screen down and just listening.
Yeah, dim the brightness a bit, honey. That might help. It's rather soothing. Oh, thank you. But yeah, definitely, like, if you have chamomile tea as well, I recommend making a cup of chamomile tea with some honey in it. It helps. It will help you go to sleep. But if you do need like screens to help, because I do when I go to bed, I like to watch stuff and then I get sleepy and then I turn it off and go to sleep. Just make sure the brightness of the screen is turned down and the volume isn't too high, and it should help you drift off. I say from practice. Thing is, I tell people I'm going to bed and then you'll catch me binging TikTok.
Yep.
I've done that before. I sometimes start reading in order to fall asleep and it works so much. That didn't work for me. So back in my college years, I was a big avid reader. I still do like to read sometimes. But I'd have my bedside lamp and I'd have my book. And I wouldn't go to sleep till 4 a.m. I'd start reading about 9 p.m. I'd be like, oh, this be fine. 4 a.m. rolls around and I'm like, well, I gotta get up at like 6 a.m. to get ready for college. And I'd go to sleep like 4:30. My alarm would go off at 6 and I'd just like drag myself out of bed. My college sleep schedule was terrible. I lived off caffeine, energy drinks, and like no sleep, just the will to live. and during college I would do performing arts and stuff and everything. I was just like, are you not tired? Absolutely not. I've got to the point where it just passes and you're just living off fumes. But like whenever I had a day off though, I would sleep. Not like entire most of the day. I'd wake up, get some work done, just go back to sleep and eat. So like I caught up a bit. Speaking of reading books, I want to travel to the most beautiful libraries in the world at least once. It has been a dream. Oh my god, yes.
Oh man, you know what would be really nice though?
What?
Traveling to the original Library of Alexandria.
Oh my god, yes. Like book nerds. Like, growing up, so one of my favourite Disney shows is Beauty and the Beast. Because Belle really liked books. And, she looked similar to me, a nice brown-haired princess who liked to read, But there was
accurate description of you.
It was the library scene that hooked me. I was like, look at all the books, look at all the books. I was like, there was just so many books. But she was the first, like, princess who wasn't particularly helpless. She took care of her dad. He was an inventor. She wanted more of, like, from a woman, like, in her time period. She wanted to, like, learn and stuff, whereas people like Gaston were like, oh, a woman's place is in the kitchen, and I was like, it was just really a really nice film. It still is my favorite film. I refuse to watch the live action film of it with Emma Watson. Refuse, because
that is fair.
That is, I can't, as much as I appreciate them trying to bring it to a more like modern, like, live action form, I don't like them. The sacred manuscripts,
Disney has messed up a lot of those.
The sacred manuscripts and books with so much knowledge, reading them would be a different journey. The one that they botched a lot, like my sister saw this, so I didn't have to, was The Lion King. live
I heard about
action,
that one.
and I was
That was horrible.
I've seen all of the Lion King films. I've seen the first one, the second one, and the third one that was pretty much narrated by Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah,
and
1.5.
Yeah, I've seen all of those, but I didn't see any of the newer ones, like the series they brought out on Disney and everything like that. I watched all the films and I was like, I still cried every time Mufasa died, every fucking time. It doesn't matter how many times I've seen it, I'm just like, don't cry, and fucking tears going down my face. I was like, no. Sacred manuscripts. Oh, honestly, yes.
Live action. Something that got murdered live action for me was Avatar.
The one with Aang,
movie. The first 3 minutes, I saw a freaking firebender grab fire from somewhere else. I'm like, what?
My childhood crush was Scar, the King's evil brother. I mean, yes. I can relate.
Wow.
Like, I only...
Am I the only one that was in love with the hyenas?
I love the hyenas.
The hyenas are fucking awesome.
It took me a
I
while.
love Ed.
It did take me like a couple years after that to figure out the middle hyena is the only female one. Like,
yeah, the main one that talked, they were.
There was like the bald one, then there was Ed, and then there was the one in the middle with the hair. I thought that was just another dude. I didn't know it was a female until like later, like down the line. I was like, what? Oh, okay. But I mean, it was so well done that you couldn't tell the gender of that hyena until like somebody pointed it out. Because even the name didn't really give anything off.
Well, yeah, they're animals.
I know. But like...
And it's a kid's show.
I know it's a kid's show, but still...
Well, movie.
You could
now in this day and age, everything's sexualized.
Like, you could tell what the female lions were. I'm sorry, they sexualized Lion King. They just, covered it very well.
Yeah.
Have I watched Noddy? I fucking grew up on Noddy. I grew up on Noddy. I love that show.
Lions are easy to tell.
I did tell you about the trans lion that is actually a real life thing. Noddy's a woman,
Which is an outlier.
That broke my childhood as well, Bunny. I did not know Noddy was a woman until, again, many years later when I was more grown. But I used to watch Noddy all the time. I used to have the toys and everything. The one that would always scar me is the Teletubbies.
Can you explain what that is?
Noddy. So Noddy was a kids show. And there was this little song going, "Make way for Noddy, Noddy," and things like that. It was a very popular children's show. I honestly didn't know it was available like overseas because obviously it's a British show, similar to like Fireman Sam and Postman Pat. Did you know Fireman Sam is actually set in Wales? That is a Welsh cartoon. And
Wikipedia says Noddy is a guy. I don't trust Wikipedia.
No, we don't trust Wiki. My heart shattered when I found out that I've been crushing over Noddy, who was a girl all along. This is when you learn later on in life about your own sexuality. It happens. You're just like, well, okay then. For me, it works either way. But yeah, so Noddy was a nice children's. It's basically about toys in Toyland, like Toy Town.
Right.
And, just general little adventures this little, like, character had with this blue hat and a bell. There was a lot of old cartoons. Like, so some of the British cartoons I enjoy. I do recommend, if you do like the Welsh accent at some point, watch Fireman Sam. Like, the actual British version, because it is done in Welsh, and Fireman Sam and most of the characters are played by Welsh actors, and you can hear the more prominent, strong accent and stuff, which I think is really cool. And it teaches about fire safety and stuff, which is fun. I like educational shows.
Define educational.
Well, basically, when you're like. We used to have people, like police officers and firemen, come to schools quite often at school to talk to students about, like, how to be safe, like, what to do if a fire starts in your house, what to do if, like, to avoid fires, like, don't overcrowd sockets, or simple things of like, say, if they're adventuring and you get stuck on the mountainside, or like campfires. So they, and most of the accidents that did happen, some were done by the children, some were done by obviously careless, adults. Growing up, I've come to understand that all the Disney movies with happy characters and sparkling princesses are sugar-coated above the dark and twisted truth. Well, yeah, I covered Grimm's Tales in my Discord server. Grimm's Fairy Tales. I mean, if Twitch allows it, I may bring those back, honestly, because I used to do them about 3 days a week in my server before I came to Twitch. And, the story of Cinderella, the stepsisters cut off parts of their feet.
Yep.
Yeah, so honestly, if I can figure out that I'm allowed to read them on Twitch, then sure. I should be able to, but, I don't know.
I think my favorite sugar coating of a fairy tale is The Boy Who Cried Wolf.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, he gets eaten in the end.
Yeah. A lot of people either get eaten, cursed out by witches, or they go blind.
Yep.
And
it turns out that when you mess with the magical creatures of the world, things don't go well for you.
The same with when we covered Welsh folklore 2 days ago. The woman who had her eye removed or was made blind. It's little things like that. It's like don't fuck with the fae. But back in those days, it's a case of they didn't know what the fae was.
Now, if you're respectful enough, then there's a chance you might get to fuck the fae. But that is a very different thing. And you're probably not living long after that.
No, or
unless you're that one guy who slapped his wife.
Yeah,
3
the
times.
Lady of the Lakes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a case of, well, her kids ended up being successful physicians, so but yeah, they definitely don't fuck with the fae in that sense. Well, badly. Don't take their gifts for granted. Don't harm them.
No, Zumi, I have to resume.
All right, honey. Okay.
Don't fuck with the fae. Just fuck the fae.
Yes.
That's it.
It's simple.
This is the ultimate takeaway from all of these. No, this is the grand takeaway from all these folklore streams. Don't fuck with the fae. Fuck the fae.
Yes. Oh, my phone's about to die. I don't want to leave it. Oh, honey, you need sleep, though. I'll still be here. I know time zones suck. I know time zones do suck. They do. But you also need your beauty rest because you have a big wedding to go dance to in a couple of days. So, I need to see all the prettiness. And you need all the rest. I preach that to other people. Do I take my own advice? No. I don't take... No, somebody taking her own advice. Oh, do you know how, perfect my timing was for commissioning from intro? It's gonna apparently arrive on Christmas. I love attending your streams, even though Twitch is all new to me. Oh, honey, it's fine. It's still new to me. It's, I haven't even been here, 6 months, and it's still new to me. I think I've been here about, 2-ish months? Nearly 3? Not too sure.
I've been here for, 2.5 years.
Yeah, I haven't really... I even forgot the day I debuted, honestly. It's all been a blur. I don't even know when my yearly Twitch anniversary is gonna be. Because I'm just so new to all this, And I can't really check my YouTube because I uploaded all the earlier VODs, many, weeks after. So I was like, well, I don't remember this. I'll keep supporting you until you reach the top. Gambade Nozomi Senpai. Aw, thank you, darling. Thank you. I'm hoping I get there. Honestly. I wanna be able to make this a full-time career that, I get paid for and stuff like that. I wanna do well,
I'm not gonna make a reassurance yeah, you're definitely gonna hit the top of the top, because that's...
Oh yeah, I'm not
not a good reassurance.
No. See it. Sleep well, bunny. Sleep well, darling. Oh, I have more gifts. What? No.
Uh-huh.
You poor for my Corgi mouse mat. He's a good butt. and then I was more shocked at the fact that you bought me macarons. Like, and I love macarons. My favorite. Thank you. I'm gonna have a very nice Christmas if they come for Christmas. Oh my god, yes.
Hey, he's back.
That's my new mouse. My new mouse mat for my computer. Yay.
Yeah, I've got 2 mouse pads, but I only use one of them. The other one is safely in storage.
Yes, darling.
Have you ever had a moment where Discord is not?
Oh,
yes,
yeah, sometimes it happens. Like, and then I'm like, what's going on?
Load anything.
Oh my god. Discord can be shitty sometimes.
Yep.
Oh my god, the douche! The douche!
That's what.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Most people hear my douche sometimes and he barks on my stream. Like, for me, I like that realness about it. Like, it's like, yeah, you know, I'm not in a box. I'm not in a tiny box. But, you know, I have, you know, things that happen at home. You know, it's normal. The dog just doesn't like me talking to people. Like, even if I'm on a VC with anyone. Because he can't see you. But he can if he can hear your voices through the headphones and stuff, he's like, is there person here? Where's person?
Yeah.
I can't see person. Honestly, he's a very friendly dog though. He's, you know, he's a good doggo. Oh, good dog. But yeah, I ended up like doing a whole bunch of like helping with. I did a very bad job of wrapping a present today. I'm not a good wrapper. It's one of those like there's that extra end bit.
Is the present wrapped?
Yes, it is wrapped. It you know it's.
Then you are a phenomenal wrapper.
It is wrapped, yeah. I even put it in a little gift bag, so it's ready to go to its recipient tomorrow. And I spent a bunch of time licking some envelopes today, and I was like, I was there with my drink, just going, I hate this.
It's tasty.
Because it annoyed me because usually I have a sheet of stickers I stick them with. Makes it so much easier. I couldn't find where I put my stickers because I cleaned up, didn't I? And I was like, oh, now we gotta do it the old-fashioned way because I don't like tucking it in the envelope. I feel that's just cheating it. It's like, you gotta open the envelope, you know. That's the whole point of it, you know. And you can't really reuse it because it's got their name on it, you know. But, yeah. I'm gonna have macarons this year. I'm fucking so happy. And we got...
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna have a corgi butt to use as a mouse mat, and I'm happy. Because I do have a mouse mat with a wrist support, but it's not very, like, high or cushiony. It's a small one.
Yeah.
But I've had this one for ages, you know. It does what it needs to, but, you know, as you do. Disappear. I need some ideas as well for new redeems as well I want to do, but I'm not sure what to do.
I was
researching for you.
Considering you need to put your models, your old models, as a redeem.
Yeah,
you could put that for a couple thousand.
Yeah, like switch the PNGs. I'll need to figure out how to incorporate that into it.
Yeah,
Because I use VOTube thing for
VOTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know how like to switch them.
You might be able to save scenes in VOTube. I don't actually know. I know you can do it in VTube Studio, but
yeah,
very different.
Like I'll definitely look into it because I always have, you know, the VOTube open anyway, so like it shouldn't be too hard to just change them. But it'll take a little bit of time, but be worth it. I might do some more vocal redeems as well, like different ones, like different praises. I don't know yet. To engage people.
You could totally put a good boy, a good girl redeem on there.
It was one of my considerations.
People would love that.
Yeah.
You could also put a guest one on there. I'm sure people would like that one as well.
Yeah, I think that might be a good one. You know. Well, one of the ones I can't bring myself to say is pet. Because for me, it's... No. I don't like to degrade somebody by calling them a pet. It's like, no.
Yeah.
It's like... You're not an animal. But,
Yeah.
like... But, what would you do, though, if... So you got the good boy and the good girl. But what about, like, non-binary pals? You can't really go good they. You know. And good person. Like, I could call him a jelly baby. Maybe, I don't know.
Good year.
You're a good year. You're a good year. Oh. Or just do the cringy bro.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Good person, lovable being.
Lovable being, yeah.
Could do that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see.
You could also ask if they don't want one of the two.
Yeah, that's always a good one to do. It's like we could ask them.
Yeah.
That's always good. I like that. But I was like, okay, I validate people. Redeemed a care package. I'm not potato, I swear. Promise, I'm not potato. Oh god, the stretchies. I got my drink.
Alright.
Are we all cozy?
Well, I'm about to be.
Cozy. Because we have some more mythical creatures to talk about.
Ooh, what are we talking about today?
So this one is the Kefal I Dufur, so the water horse, the Veer.
Different Schwartz Evil Incorporated?
No, Kefil I Veer. The water horse.
I see.
Yeah. You'll learn someday, you'll learn. So, the superstition respecting the water horse in one form or another is common to the Celtic race. He was supposed to intimate by preternatural lights and noises the death of those about to perish by water, and it was oh my god, I can't talk today. It was
that where it's supposed to be imitate.
I think so, yes. Typo from the author. Shame.
Alright.
It was
Okay.
I'm gonna say vaguely, because they cannot spell, vaguely believed that he even assisted in drowning his victims. The water horse was thought to be an evil spirit who, assuming the shape of a horse, tried to allure the unwary to mount him, and then soaring into the clouds or rushing over mountains and water would suddenly vanish into air or mist and precipitate his rider to destruction. The Welsh water horse resembles the Kelpie of the Scotch. Jameson, Underworld Kelpie, in his Scottish dictionary, quoting from various authors, as is his custom, says, "This is described as an aquatic demon who drowns not only men but ships. The ancient northern nations believed that he had the form of a horse, and the same opinion is still held by the vulgar in Iceland. Lucenius forms us in the Sweden. The vulgar are still afraid of his power, and that swimmers are on their guard against his attacks, being persuaded that he suffocates and carries off those whom he catches underwater. Therefore, adds this writer, it would seem that ferrymen warn those who are crossing dangerous places in some rivers not so much as to mention his name, lest, as they say, they should meet with a storm and be in danger of losing their lives. Hence, doubtless, has the superstition originated that in these places formerly, during the time of paganism, those who worshipped their sea deity Necrir did so, as it was with a sacred silence, for the reason already given. The Scotch Kelpie closely resembled the Irish Fuca, or Puka, a mischievous being who was particularly dreaded on the night of All Hallow-E'en. When it was thought that he had a special power, he delighted to assume the form of a black horse, and should any luckless wight bestride the fiendish steed, he was carried through the brake and mire, over water and land at a bewildering pace. Woe betide the timid rider, for the Pooka made short work of such an one, and soon made him kiss the ground. But to the bold, fearless rider the Pooka submitted willingly, and became his obedient beast of burden. The following quotation from the Tales of Cymru, page 151, which is itself an extract from Mrs. S.C. Hall's Ireland, graphically describes the Irish water fiend. The great object of the Pooka seems to be to obtain a rider, and then he is in all his most malignant glory. Headlong he dashes through briar and brake, through flood and fall, over mountain, valley, moor, and river indiscriminately, up and down. Precipice is alike to him, provided he gratifies the malevolence that seems to inspire him. He bounds and flies over and beyond them, gratified by the distress, and utterly reckless and ruthless of the cries and danger and suffering of the luckless wight who bestrides him. Sometimes the Pooka assumed the form of a goat, an eagle, or of some other animal, and leaped upon the shoulder of the unwary traveller, and clung to him, however frantic were the excursions to get rid of the monster. Allied to the water horse were the horses upon which magicians in various lands were supposed to perform their aerial journeys. It was believed in Wales that the clergy could, without danger, ride the water horse, and the writer has heard a tale of a clergyman who, when bestride one of these horses, had compassion on his parish clerk, who was trudging by his side, and permitted him to mount behind him, on condition that he should keep silence when upon the horse's back. For a while the loquacious parish clerk said no word, but ere long the wondrous pace of the horse caused him to utter a pious ejaculation, and no sooner were the words uttered than he was thrown to the ground. His master kept his seat, and on parting with the fallen parish official, shouted out, "Serve you right, why did you not keep your noisy tongue quiet?" The weird legend and gloomy creations of the Celt assume a mild and frolicsome feature when interpreted by the Saxon mind. The malevolent Pooka becomes in England the fun-loving Puck, who delights in playing his pranks on village maidens, and who says, "I am the merry wanderer of the night, jest to Oberon and make him smile. When I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal, and sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks against her lips I bob, and on her withered dew lap pour the ale." From Midsummer Night's Dream, Act 1, Scene 1. The Ceffyl y Dwfr was very different to Chaucer's wonderful brass horse, which could be ridden without harm by a sleeping rider. This steed of brace, and easily and well, can in the space of a day naturel, this is to say in 24 hours, whereso ye lists in drought of else showers, barren your body into every place, in which your heart willeth for to pace, without an whim of you through foul or fair, or is it list to flee as high in the air, as doth an eagle when him list to soar? This same steed shall bear you evermore, without an harm till ye be there you lest, though that ye sleeping on the back to rest, and turn again with writhing of a pin. He that is raw he could many a gin, he waited many a constellation ere had he done this operation. That's from Chaucer's Squire's Tale 137-152. The rider of the magic horse was made acquainted with the charm that secured its obedience, for otherwise he took an aerial ride at his peril. This kind of invention is Oriental, but it is sufficiently like the Celtic in outline to indicate that all figments of the kind had undoubtedly a common origin. I have seen it somewhere stated, but where I cannot recall to mind, that the water horses did, in olden times, sport on the Welsh mountains with the puny native ponies before they became a mixed breed. It was believed that the initiated could conjure up the river horse by shaking a magic bridle over the pool wherein it dwelt. There is much curious information respecting this mythic animal in the Tales of the Cymry, and from this work I have called many thoughts. Ooh, need a drink. Oh my god. Ooh, magic cards.
Yeah, so I don't know how I didn't make this connection last time we were talking about the puka.
Oh, the cemetery puka, the crag puka, and puka's mischief. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the fucking
I don't know
artwork.
how I didn't
Yes.
make this connection.
I love the
But-
artwork.
Now I know where
Oh, a care
the
package from
Lauren
Circus.
block is from.
I'm not potato. Oh, God. Thank you for the care package, honey.
But yeah, it actually makes a lot of that's good. But the abilities and the styles of these guys actually make a lot of sense, knowing the folklore behind it.
So, the Torrent Spectre. So this spectre was supposed to be an old man, or malignant spirit, who directed and ruled over the mountain torrents. He delighted in devastating the lands, his appearance was horrible to behold, and it was believed that in the midst of the rushing stream his terrible form could be discerned apparently moving with the torrent, but in reality remaining stationary. Now he would raise himself half out of the water and ascend like a mist half as high as the near mountain, and then he would dwindle down to the size of a man. His laugh accorded with his savage visage, and his long hair stood on end, and a mist always surrounded him. Davis, in his Mythology of the Druids, says that beliefs in the strange superstition are yet to be met with in Glamorganshire. Davis was born in the parish of Llanverith in Radnorshire in 1756 and died January 1st, 1831. Enough of my drink, friends. So, Gwach y Rhibyn, or the Hag of the Mist, so another supernatural being associated with the water was the Gwach y Rhibyn. She was supposed to reside in the dripping fog, but was seldom, if ever, seen. It was believed that her shriek foretold misfortune, if not death, to the hearer, and some even thought that, in a shrill tenor and lengthened voice, she called the person shortly to die by name. Hen, oh God, Jesus, Rúchid, there we go, or the old humpbacked. A fiend in the shape of an old woman is thought to be identical with this Gwach y Rhibyn. In Carmarthenshire, the spirit of the mist is represented not as a shriveled up old woman, but as a hoary-headed old man who seats himself on the hillsides just where the clouds appear to touch them, and he is called Y Brenin Llwyd, or the Grey King. I know not what functions this venerable personage or King of the Mist performed, unless it were that he directed the mist's journey through the air. We get to look at mermaids and mermen.
Ooh.
Ooh! New friend has come out from the circus tent.
Yeah.
Toxic. Toxin, you okay, honey?
Yeah. More.
You're in
I
green.
love the folklore, and then Blind put magic cards on the. I'm like, ECG.
Yeah. Oh, do you like D&D Circus?
Yeah.
How do you feel about 3-5?
3-5.
Yeah.
I haven't. Were you talking about Magic or D&D?
D&D.
I haven't seen the new thing. Last thing I played was 5th edition, and
3-5 is earlier than 5th edition.
Oh, then I haven't checked many of the old parts. I've
Sure.
literally been like I had a campaign that I was in a while ago,
Lion can
but I had
teach
to
you.
leave.
Lion
So
taught
the-
me.
And I am a DM for my best friend's session.
Nice. Nice. So, if you've played before, then you definitely know the basics. You roll the dice, you move your mice, nobody gets hurt.
Mhm.
I've
At
been
that point, it's just
learning.
at that point, it's just we make sure you have a character sheet, and then you're all set. I can hand you the PHB if you want, or I can walk you through it.
Yeah, Lion wants to start up a campaign in my server. And
Testing.
yeah.
Problem is that with my schedule, it'd be impossible for me to even get into a session.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Worth a shot, at least.
Yeah.
No, I would love, like, I'm waiting for, like, low season comes up and I'm able to have a steady paycheck. And
Yeah.
then
Right.
that way I can just incorporate more stuff into it. But right now, between work, keeping up with bills and everything else, I just don't.
I'm a light-footed, like, halfling.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
I,
Halfling Ranger.
I still need to
We're gonna
sort
get
out,
her,
like, her looks and stuff, yeah.
My main character
Oh, I need
is
to
a
give you some
cleric
stuff.
SMR.
Yeah, send me more
Nice.
stuff.
Okay, so Asimar is basically a fallen angel, native to 5th edition. We're not going to be running into them in 3.5 at all.
Yay.
Pretty cool race though.
Yeah.
Just to give you a bit of context.
I made him based upon the main campaign that I'm running with my friends.
Nice.
It's very interesting backstory. Like it's very nice. Love it.
Yeah. But yes, I need to get you some information regarding the location that you would be from, as well as
Yay.
lore that you would know.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like 2 feet tall. I'm tiny.
Yep.
Right?
Basically, the basic way for me to understand D&D was everything gets chosen by the dice. If you don't roll
Yes.
a good dice, you pretty much are just to the will of the gods.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no. As I said, you roll the dice, you move your mice. Funnily enough, I was actually talking to a guy that I used to play 3.5 with, and he's DM'd a couple games for it. And it turns out there is actually a precedent for making the ruling that I did with the short bow.
Is there? Yay!
Yes. So that's actually a thing, and wasn't me making stuff up.
Oh yeah. Is it what did we do with the short bow again?
It's a longbow.
Yeah, it's a longbow, but it's technically a short bow for me.
Yes, it is a short bow that is being used as a longbow because small.
I am tiny. I am 2 foot, 2 feet tall. I think it's just super cool. And then like Paul Lion had to deal with me sorting my inventory out
No, it was fine.
and doing my shopping. I was like, look at me go. I'm not very smart. I'm not very smart on my choices. I know that probably.
That's what makes the game interesting.
Yeah.
But that was actually really nice to listen to, because it's been a while since I've had someone
Oh, I
actually go through the process of making a proper inventory instead of just saying, okay, I take the adventures pack, moving on.
yeah, like
Yeah.
for me, it was like I wanted to think about it, but like at the same
Yep.
time, I'm like very like conscious about the fact that I am 2 feet tall and I don't have
Yes.
a high weight limit.
Yeah,
But-
you probably don't want to take the 10-foot pole.
No, and I wanted to like at least give a tiny bit of like weight room for like foraging and stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, in this version, are y'all going by coin weight? Or
No,
you don't go
never
by
use
that?
coin weight. Never use coin weight. That is.
No, I know. Like I have friends that have done coin weight, and that is annoying.
Oh yeah, no. It's you can only carry so much on you. It's like, come on. Especially when you've got a halfling with 10 strength.
Yeah,
Like that is
have-
just a nightmare.
like for me, I sort of based that off the fact that like I gave my strength like pretty low because I don't have any like upper body strength anyway.
You didn't even put your dump stat into it.
Oh, didn't I?
No. So a dump stat is the stat that you put your lowest number in because you don't care about it.
Yeah, it's. Oh, I did that for wisdom, didn't I?
Yes, which is
Ah.
hilarious because you're a ranger and the ranger skills are based off of wisdom. This is
Yeah.
going to be a great game.
I know.
my
I
God,
thought it was.
Rosalie.
Yes, I fucked myself. You're fine.
Yes. Well, to be fair, you do have the spellless ranger variant, so you don't have to worry too much about wisdom. But
Yes, I was more happy at the fact
Wait.
that I can get an animal
Oh wait,
at some
no.
point.
The magic bases upon intelligence.
magic is what your magic ranks up on is based on what class you're in. For example, sorcerers and bards are both charisma based because sorcerers have it in their bloodline for whatever reason. That or they just kind of randomly got magic, which is known as wild magic, which can go horribly, horribly wrong. And they're kind of stuck up assholes.
I am the wizard. Fear me.
Well, no. Wizards and sorcerers are very different things. Bards, of course, they're bards. They go around seducing everything.
They
Of course,
fuck
their
everything,
magic is
yeah.
based. Yes, of course, their magic is based off charisma. Wizards take time to study a
Yes.
lot, so their magic is based off of intelligence. Clerics are wisdom based because they are listening to the gods. Same with
Yep.
paladins, and I believe the same with warlocks. Warlocks might be charisma though. I would have to go double check that.
Like,
But also, warlocks
yeah.
aren't a casting class. It's just Eldritch Bolt or Blast. I don't
Eldritch
use them that
Blast.
often. Eldritch Blast. That's it.
The me-
That's all warlocks do.
I found a meme I liked as well of a bard. It was like you
I think you
slay
would
the dragon,
find-
and it's like lay the
I'm gonna
dragon.
find that story.
I said slay the dragon, not lay the dragon.
Yeah, and there was one where a guy like boasted himself, going, I want to fuck the dragon, and the DM's just like shaking his head. He tells him to roll for it, and he gets a nat 20.
Yep.
But then he
Alright,
has to roll
you
for
take-
something else, and then he had to roll for something else, and
I
then it was like a giant dragon that just had a strap on, basically. It's like
I think my favorite one is okay. You take 10d12 piercing damage.
oh,
What? It is an adult male dragon.
It's huge, and people do not get this.
I love how most
Yes.
people would assume, oh, it's a lady dragon. It reminds me of the whole Donkey with Shrek thing. Oh, you're a girl dragon.
Yep.
It's like, no, you take 10 piercing damage. He's a dude, and he is
No,
hunk.
not 10, not 10. 10d12.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah.
You get 10 dice of 12 numbers.
Oh, God.
So
Yep.
anything that is left through that damage, you're still getting 12 even though you get 1.
Oh, God.
No, wait, you're still getting 10 damage even though you roll. 1 on
Yeah.
everything.
Even if, which is statistically impossible. Well,
Yeah.
statistically like a 1 in. I'm not
That
gonna
be-
try to do the
that
math.
be your entire
yeah.
4-leaf clover in a single shot.
He's like, I
Oh,
did
yeah.
it for the team.
Oh yeah, no. Most bards don't have that much HP until like level
No.
17. Bards hit die in 3/5 is a D6, so at level 20 you actually only have 120 HP without a
Wizards
Constitution
really
modifier.
die instantly.
Wizards have a D4. Yes.
Wait, do wizards just die
Um,
from a paper cut?
Yes. Well, no, they die from a gust of wind.
Is that woof? You're dead.
Lion, you can read this.
Sure,
This
sure,
is something that happened to a friend of mine.
Uh,
You're gonna laugh. He's a warlock.
Drows.
You're dry.
Anti-magic.
Carnage.
Corner. Drow.
They got Cthulhu in there,
Temporary.
bro.
73. Well, there's actually a module that allows you to do that. Module. There's an extra source book which isn't actually part of 5e.
How'd you get Sully into
What?
your D&D? How'd you get Monsters Inc. into it, yo? Oh, too angry to die. That's-
For me, it was just the freaking last part when he took the potion.
Oh god. He's like, I'm petty. I'm not gonna die.
No. It's not even the fact that he wasn't gonna die. It's that he literally took the potion, rolls a 20, the effects get double, and he can fly now.
Oh.
So he literally is so pissed off at these monsters that he flies after them, just doing Eldritch Blast from the sky.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You gotta go all out, man.
Yup.
It's all or nothing. I
Yup.
think that'll just be me. Just fire at them with my tiny bow. Fucking die.
Yep.
I'm gonna internalize the tiny rage. I swear to God.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna
He
have
is
to
so
multi-class you into barbarian, which means you're gonna need a strength stat.
Yay! I'm just a tiny 2-foot like halfling on just like a big animal to battle.
One of my let me go look her up. One of my favorites
They had dinosaurs.
From class, honestly, I do have to say I give a lot of respect to the monks.
Oh,
But fuck the people that want to become the avatar.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
here we go. Peaches, the gnome barbarian.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
She is 10 years old.
Oh my God. Okay, so family
gauntlets-
heirloom.
For context, gauntlets of ogre power set your strength score to 19 unless you already have a higher strength score.
Okay.
According to 5e. Yep.
So she's 10 years old, she's a gnome barbarian, and likes the color blue and butterflies. Blue butterflies are the best. Yeah.
Yep.
Gauntlets of ogre power, family heirloom, gives her enough strength to use the sword. Damn, just a little 10-year-old just yeet that sword into your face.
Yep. Do keep in mind, this is a short sword.
What?
Yeah.
This is just a standard short sword.
That would like...
She is a 10-year-old gnome.
Yep.
Gnomes are smaller than halflings.
Yep. Yes, it's more...
If I'm not mistaken, she should be around 3 feet. Somewhere around there.
Well, 3 feet would be like taller than me. I'd be like, I'm only 2.
No, then almost.
Okay, I was wrong. Gnomes are slightly taller. However, she is 10 years old. She's not fully developed. 10-year-olds are typically, about half the height of adults,
Yes.
if not smaller.
Yeah.
So, take into account that she's probably 1.5 feet tall.
Oh my God. That's funny. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Just come at them with a fucking knife and break their knees.
Yep. Talking about taking kneecaps.
People will be like, oh, what can she do? Crack. You're dead.
Yup. The gauntlets of ogre power are terrifying. Like, go to like an Olympic weightlifting competition.
Yeah.
Those kinds of guys have a 19 strength score.
Like, I love that because it's like, oh yeah, what can we do? And people just don't expect it. It's like, oh, it's a tiny child. Nope.
Yep.
You're ruined.
Yeah.
Okay, so mermaids and mermen. So it is said that these fabulous beings frequented the seacoasts of Wales to the great danger of the inhabitants. The description of the Welsh mermaid was just as it is all over the world. She is depicted as being above the waist, a most lovely young woman, whilst below she is like a fish with fins and spreading tail. Both mermen and mermaids were fond, it is said, of combing their long hair, and the siren-like song of the latter was thought to be so seductive as to entice men to destruction. It was believed that beautiful mermaids fell in love with comely young men, and even induced them to enter their abodes in the depths of the sea. I heard the following tale, I believe in Carnarvonshire, but I have no notes of it and write from memory. A man captured a mermaid and took her home to his house, but she did nothing but beg and beg to be allowed to return to the sea. But notwithstanding her entreaties, her captor kept her safe enough in a room, and fastened the door so that she could not escape. She lingered several days, pitifully beseeching the man to release her, and then she died. But ever after that event, a curse seemed to rest upon the man, for he went from bad to worse and died miserably poor. It was always considered most unlucky to do anything unkind to these beings. Fear acted as a powerful incentive in days of old to generous conduct, for it was formerly believed that vengeance ever overtook the cruel. An Isle of Man legend related by Waldron in his account of the Isle of Man, and reproduced by Croker in Volume 1, pages 56, states that some persons captured a mermaid and carried her to a house and treated her tenderly, but she refused meat and drink. Neither would she speak when addressed, though they knew the creatures could speak. Seeing that she began to look ill, and fearing some great calamity would befall the island if she died, They opened the door after 3 days, and she glided swiftly to the seaside. Her keeper followed at a distance and saw her plunge into the sea, where she was met by a great number of her own species, one of whom asked her what she had seen amongst those on land, to which she answered nothing, but that they were so ignorant as to throw away the very water they boil their eggs in. So you throw away your egg water? How dare you? Not the egg water.
On that note, I will proceed to pleasure myself with this fish.
That took a turn.
What?
That took a turn.
It's a whole meme! It's a whole meme!
I love how he now has to explain that's a meme, because for me, I was like,
I'm distracted looking for gifts in this context.
I was like, I should have expected it, like, to come out of, like, Lion's mouth, because, like, the amount of stuff you come up with, I'm just like, I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. He's just mentioned about fucking the Fae.
Oh my god. Oh, I've seen this
yeah,
scene.
I will now proceed to pleasure myself.
I'll absolutely pleasure myself with this fish.
Oh my goodness. Well, you did earlier say fuck the Fae.
I did, because we were making the distinction
Yes.
between fucking the Fae and fucking with the Fae.
Yeah, it's like, we don't fuck with the Fae, we fuck the Fae.
Yes. Turns out your life ends up much better.
I mean, you know, like, there are a bunch of people who are into that, and I'm like, I mean, I am a fucking dragon, you know, and I've seen some good dragon VTubers and other VTuber models. I'm like, well, I'm not technically into bestiality there, you know.
See, that is a very different type of scaly tail, and that type of scaly tail I'm very much into.
God damn it, sir.
What?
It's okay. It's okay. Mist isn't out. I'm safe. Just the one of you to worry about for now.
Oh, circus.
Oh god. So there are fairy tricks with mortals. So it was formerly believed in Wales that the fairies, for a little fun, sportively carried men in mid-air from place to place, and having conveyed them to a strange neighbourhood, left them to return to their homes as best they could. Benighted travellers were ever fearful of encountering a throng of fairies, lest they should by them be seized and carried to a strange part of the country. From the allusion is made to this freak of the fairies in the Combro Britain Volume 1, pages 348. And it seems that there was some reason to be apprehensive of encountering these fair people in a mist, for although allowed not to be maliciously disposed, they had a very inconvenient practice of seizing any unwary pilgrim and hurrying him through the air, first giving him the choice, however, of travelling above wind, mid-wind, or below wind. If he chose the former, he was borne to an altitude somewhat equal to that of a balloon. If the latter, he had the full benefit of all the brakes and briars in his way, his contact with which seldom failed to terminate in his discomfiture. Experienced travellers therefore always kept in mind the advice of Apollo the Phaeton in Medo Tutisum's Ibis, and selected the middle course, which ensured them a pleasant voyage at a moderate elevation, equally removed from the branches and the clouds. This description of an aerial voyage of a hapless traveller through fairy agency corresponds with the popular faith in every particular, and it would not have been difficult, some 60 or so years back, to have collected many tales in various parts of Wales of persons who had been subjected to this kind of conveyance. The first mention that I have been able to find of this fairy prank is in the small book of prose poetry called Gweledigaeth Cwrs I Byd, or A Bardd Cwsg, which was written by the Reverend Ellis Wynne, born 1670 to number 271 and died 1734, rector of Llanfair near Harlech. The visions of the sleeping bard were published in 1703, and in the work appear many superstitions of the people, some of which shall by and by be mentioned. In the very commencement of this work, the poet gives a description. Oh my god! Thank you, bestie! 3 months?
Oh, hell yeah.
3 months already? 3 months? Oh my god, bestie, you've made the bad list. Are you a bad egg? My bestie. Oh my goodness. Gives a description of a journey which he had made through the air with the fairies. Addressing these beings, he says, Atolwg lan Gwynethledfa Iwf yn deill Mae rei o bell Ydych I Gymrech Chwi ffardd Ich pleth si Wenech Trevelio, which in English is, May it please you, comely assembly, as I understand that you come from afar to take in your company a bard who wishes to travel. Bestie, thank you, thank you. I've never been a bad Eggy in my life. Santa says you're on the bad list. You're on the naughty list, Eggy. Bestie, what have you done? Circus, you got bits for a trick. Oh my god. Guys are evil. The poet's request is granted, and then he just...
Or a stub, that would work too.
Oh god, Bestie's around too.
Or anyone else.
The poet's request is granted, and then he describes his aerial
No, this is fine.
passage in these words. Codasant fi a hysgwyddau fel codi machod syr ac yn y maith ani fel I gwynt dros dau etheroedd, dynysoedd ddeirasnoedd moroedd a mynddoedd heb alla dath dal a ddim. Oh my god, bestie! Gan gwylltymyd i'r oedden yn heddig. This translated is, they raised me on their shoulder as they do a knight of the Shire, and away we went like the wind, over houses and fields, over cities and kingdoms, over seas and mountains. But I was unable to notice particularly anything because of the rapidity with which they flew. What a poet writes of his own flight with the fairies depicts the then prevailing notions respecting aerial journeys by fairy agencies, and they bear a striking resemblance to like stories of Oriental fiction, that the belief is this form of transit survived the days of Bath Kusk will be seen from the following tale related by my friend Mr. E. Hamer in his parochial account of Llanidloes. If we can get the train prompt, I'm a breaker. No! I have a third person though. Oh god!
I have a third person.
Bessie will be like rallying people now.
Yeah, go for it, do it.
And Circus, don't you worry, Circus. I'd rather
Just
make sure you're eating.
Not
okay?
Ingay. Anyone but Ingay.
Really? I don't even think Ingay's alive right now. No, he's not on. I'm safe.
Good. He's the only one who can mess this up.
Is he? Is he really?
Yes.
Best Eggy ever.
But I don't have bits right now, so I have to do subs.
You're a sweetheart. Honey, as I say, never put yourself out of pocket for me. You need to eat.
Who, me?
No, Circus.
No, Circus.
I don't
Okay.
want Circus
That's what I
ever
thought.
feeling bad. I'll say the same to you, but I've learned that falls on deaf ears, because you're just like, here, you're going to have these for your throne, these for your throne. Plus Christmas.
I think Lion just has money to throw around.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, for him, it's like, you know, even though, but the thing is, he'll treat me today. I guarantee you before Christmas, I'll get more.
No.
No, he says. Okay. I'll be safe, am I?
I'm on a record. I'm safe for a long while.
Yeah.
What's your throne?
Mine doesn't work.
Yeah, his
Oh.
doesn't work.
Apparently, Throne has no delivery service towards Puerto Rico, so I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I use an Amazon for it because
Yeah.
there is a central in Amazon here.
Sure.
That's stupid. But oh my god, thank you, bestie. I'm a be a gremlin. She gets a shout out now. You get a shout out. I have given you all permission though to like love on me, so that's on me.
For today, yes, for today.
Yeah, for today. It's a low spoon day. I need cheering up. But 3 months? Really? Jeez.
You. We gotta shower you in just beauty and gifts and everything else because you're such a sweetheart. You treat us so well.
Yeah.
And then every single day you just show us your best side.
Really? I mean, I mean, Lion's seen a bit of my not so best side, but that's fine.
I sure have, and you're still the cutest dragon princess I've seen.
Like for me, like if people end up hearing me cry on a VC, I'm like, oh god, now you can't get rid of me now. It's like if you still stick around after that, I'm like, oh Jesus. And this wasn't just like shock tears. This is full on. Nozomi was upset crying.
You know when you text me a few days when a friend of mine followed you, and you told me it's like I trust you. I'm like. That was the best line you gave me. Like
really?
that made my day.
Oh my god, really? I do. I trust you a lot, honey. You're absolutely amazing, and I love you. Yeah.
That made my day. It's like I know it was like a serious question, but you told me it's like no, I really really trust you. And like that just made my day.
Thank you. Well, I do. You're my friend, and I do trust you. I mean. You get to experience drunk Nozomi on Christmas, so...
Oh, no. Yes, for everybody that is right now with us, please join us on Christmas.
Oh my god.
This is gonna get crazy, this is gonna get weird, and this is gonna get fun.
I'm gonna have to try to be here.
My most wholesome moment was, I was telling Lion about this as well. So I invited Reaper, didn't I? Invited Rock. And I double-checked with him on Discord. I said, make sure you get plenty of sleep and stuff, and so you're well rested for our Christmas stream. And he just goes, little happy frog face. Wait, you were serious about that? I was like, of course I'm serious. I was like, and he just died. He was like, you want me to come hang out with you at Christmas? I was like, yeah, that's why I invited you. I said the invite's for everybody, and people just get shocked the fact that Nozomi wants me to hang out with them. It's like I'm not that important, mate. I'm not like high end VIP.
Oh, I have 2 bottles like put aside for that day. I have 2 bottles of liquor just set for the side.
Oh, I can't wait for it, honestly. Like, but Lion's gonna try to come once he's had family Christmas, which is ideal. I've always told people,
it'd be an honor,
you can come hang out at Christmas if you're done, obviously, relaxing after your family festivities because of time zones. Yep. Or if you don't have anybody, like Circus is spending Christmas alone because his parents are going to see his grandparents for Christmas. So...
Already are.
Yeah. See, I remember.
I gotta see what shenanigans I can get into while drunk.
Oh, many shenanigans.
We're gonna have some great innuendos going.
Yeah, like.
But in a positive side, Nozomi, my DJ boss invited me to spend it with his family, so I'm gonna be able to spend at least the 24th with a few friends.
Oh, you're gonna spend Christmas Eve with them. That's good. That's nice. Yeah, I think so. The 24th. I think I've got my mom and my uncle coming over because I'm buying them Chinese food. We're all gonna have Chinese on Christmas Eve, and we're gonna video call my sister because she's not gonna be with us. She's like lives away. She did accidentally open her Christmas presents though from me early. Like she forgot like the packages were coming, even though I texted her saying they're not gift wrapped or anything. She goes, I won't open them till Christmas. Then she went, I may have accidentally opened them at Christmas. And she goes, she got really excited because, like, she wasn't expecting an expensive pen set that she's been wanting. She wants, like, Posca art pens, and they're not cheap. But I got her a small pack of the little Posca art pens, along with, like, one of those diamond paintings with, like, Stitch on it. And I got her partner, like, a nice £25 gift card, because He'd rather just pick his own presents, but I also made sure that the box it came in included a cute little reindeer Christmas ornament he could put on the tree. And my sister was like, I'm really happy, thank you. I didn't think I'd get any of them, because she wasn't expecting me to buy them because she knows how they're expensive, and she knows that we're still on a budget. But I was like, you know what? You're
such a sweetheart.
One of my joys, like, is I secretly want to make my sister cry at Christmas or her birthday with a gift, because she doesn't do that often, and it's not like miserable crying, but I want to make her happy. Like, I don't see her often. Like, the last time I properly saw her in person was in early August before my birthday, I went to stay with her for a weekend. With Tiny Dragon, and we went to a zoo and everything, and we got to see a castle and stuff there too. And you know, Tiny Dragon got to play football and things like that. And it was fun though. Like, what shocked them was the fact. So Tiny Dragon had his little Orby ball he got from the zoo, and I went to the bathroom for less than 5 minutes, and he explodes this entire Orbeez thing all over the floor. Like, fair, you know. And he cleaned up most of it, but, like, I came downstairs, like, they told me what had happened, you know, Grayson, you know, and he said he was all sorry and everything, and I was like, okay. So I just went and got their Hoover, and I just started cleaning up the front room, and they were like, you don't have to do that, you're a guest. I went, it's fine, I'll clean up the mess, it's not a problem. I even washed the dishes for them, and they came down, they're like, what have you done? I was like, cleaned your kitchen for you, you know, you made me food, I'll clean your dishes. And they're like, you don't have to do that, you're a guest. I'm like, you're letting me sleep in your home. I'm happy to do that, you know. I didn't mind doing that, and they were like, no. But they were like, you just didn't have to do that. You're our guest and stuff. I was like, I wanted to be busy. I tried to be busy, you know. But I am learning to take breaks and stuff, which I can't wait for April. I will be taking a week off Twitch for like a holiday, going on my first like family holiday. So I'm excited.
Oh, speaking of holidays, for anybody that also might be listening, if y'all celebrate anything different than Christmas, please bring the info on the 25th.
Oh, definitely. Like, I welcome everyone. Like, however you celebrate your December festivities, because I know Hanukkah is happening as well. I think Cal told me it starts today, the 18th. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, and Rage was gonna tell us about Solstice.
Yeah, I think, I think the 18th is the start of Hanukkah this month, because a few of my friends in my Discord server, they are Jewish, and I had to message them that, yo, when does your Hanukkah start? Because it changes every year. So I think it's started now, so happy Hanukkah to those who do celebrate it. But I'm going to be doing research as well this week on holidays and stuff like that, and like festive winter traditions around the world, which will be super fun. And I can't wait for that, because that's just going to be super, super, super fun. I can't believe it. Biddies and a sub, my goodness. I'm shook. I am honestly shook. Well, Bestie has gone to sleep, my guess is.
Wait, Nozomi, you removed most of your emotes?
I did. I've been changing up of them. I should have some of them. Search for emotes.
You only have the spit take.
Really? Where's all my...
I think the others haven't been approved.
Oh, that's probably why, because I added Cozy Nozomi, and like I kept the jellyfish emotes for I didn't just keep them for tier 1 subs. I was like, you know what, I'll let them have them for free. So I don't know why. I'll have to look into them for like tomorrow and everything.
Yeah, because I know I saw the jellyfishes beforehand and I had them.
Yeah.
But the only one that's popping up now is the spit take.
I'm gonna have to relook into them. Like, they take forever to be approved. I'm like, I swear I put them in a couple days ago.
No, yeah, I had one. Like, this is the funniest thing ever. I had one that is literally a skeleton butt.
Yeah.
Like, literally just a bone of your picture of your coccyx.
Yeah.
And literally, they told me, oh, just because I said the word twerk, you couldn't actually put it in.
Oh my god. They're very, like, you know, make sure everything's, like, covered.
Yeah, no, but the funniest thing of it all is, like, I've seen actual emotes of people with, like, thick butts. Like, an actual butt.
Like, butts out. Get your cheeks out.
And I'm like, y'all are literally trying to restrict me for a skeleton's butt?
Skelly bum.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, they do be given a good boning, you know.
I have that one just because I always say, like, I have no ass. And all my friends tell me, like, no, you have a ass. And I'm like, no, I'm a skeleton.
It's like, please enjoy my shit puns. I live for dad jokes. Somebody said to me, like, on Twitter today, they had they're con about themselves is that they have dad jokes, and I just went, excuse me, sir, I absolutely love dad jokes. I love, honestly, cheesy pickup lines and cheesy jokes. Like, they make me laugh so much, and I'm just like, I can't. And
oh, you want to hear an old cheesy pickup line?
Yes.
What a sweetheart, and I'm diabetic.
Oh my god. I love this one.
My mom taught me that one.
The one that always gets me is like, it's like, hey, I lost my number. Can I have yours? And I'm just like, it's so bad, but at the same time, it's so fucking good. I'm just like ma'am. Lion, be a quiet bean. He's blind.
I had somebody once tell me, is like, hey, I lost the key to my house. Can I go to yours?
Oh my god. The one that gets me, like, it's so bad, but like I can't help but laugh. It's like, are those space pants? Because your ass is out of this world. I'm like, oh my god.
No, the most worst one is the one, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
You're the only 10 I see.
Oh, man.
Mm.
The creativity some people have, honestly.
Exactly. It's the way they do it, though. They say it with their chest. It's like, say it with your chest.
I found one. Oh my god. I just researched like a little bit of cheesy pickup lines.
Yay.
This one's funny. Is your Wi-Fi okay? Because my brain is lagging.
Oh my god. That one's funny. I like that one. I like that one. I just see Red Wolf, Xander Wolf popped on my Twitter. I was like, excuse me, what, sir? It's like, he's like, hot AF, little blushy dog gif. I'm like, ah! Oh my god, people are honored by me. It's like, what?
Every day. I am honored every day.
Awesome. What am I looking for? If I recall, Nozomi was looking for one. I was looking for a tablet. It's on my throne, bro. I'll apply for it. But, you know, what are the odds of winning a raffle? Not many. Unless you're with Jinx, and then that just happens. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Hey, it was sexy art.
Honest to God, like, I didn't know I won the thing till she'd literally made the art piece already and basically went, oh yeah, by the way, you won the first place raffle. I was like, what? I didn't fucking know this, but she'd already, like, made it and everything. I was like, Jesus Christ, that was quick. You know, because usually they, like, announce the winners and then, like, do the art after. It's like, no, boom, here, have this. I was like, but I always check Twitter, like, the worst times, because it's one of my things I like to scroll through when I'm drinking tea or anything. And then sometimes people will drop me, like, bombshells, and I'm just like, yeah, I try not to spit my tea out. As you do. Yeah. Red Wolf bought me some fish sticks earlier as well, which I thought was absolutely adorable. I was like, oh, I have snacks. Thank you. I like being spoiled. Oh, I forgot to tell Lion, my dragon horns finally arrived as well.
Hey.
Yes. I think Lion's died. Fine. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he did.
Oh, have you been reading about this whole toboggle, about the whole new Twitter guidelines that they're gonna be literally not accepting promoting?
I think it's for certain things. I think Circus is...
No, I checked it is. Like, it was certain things, but a friend of mine just sent me another picture.
Yeah.
That apparently even Linktree is gonna get added to that.
Oh, so that's why Ambrosia was making, like, Linktree stuff in his server. Like, I don't particularly use Linktree. For me, like, I have, like, if you want my socials, like, they're attached to my Twitch. And for Twitter, it's a case of I have my Twitch in my Twitter, you know, and my Twitch has my Discord, and my YouTube, and my Twitter on it. You know, but I suppose, you know, that they don't want all the link trees, like, in people's bios. You know, I think they want people to, like, you know, just not do the lazy way of promoting, if you get me.
They want people to do it themselves.
Yeah, like, I do it myself. Like, I'll, you know, upload my streams and things like that as best I could, or any, like, voice acting pieces I'm in, I'll put them up. But, like, I know it'll probably affect artists as well, but honestly, if you use your Twitter page and put yourself out there, I think you'll do alright. You know?
Yeah.
Like, anytime, like, I get followed by, like, an artist, like, it's the funny ones is the GFX artist. I just scroll through their Twitter page and look at their art, or somebody who says they're an artist and have commissions open, but they don't have GFX in their name, but you know they're a scammer. Look through their Twitter feed. If they're an artist, they're gonna have their stuff on their Twitter feed. Like, you know, if you're an artist wanting commissions, you're gonna want clients to see your work. And it's one of the things I struggle to, like, I'm not going to want to commission somebody if I can't see your art. If I cannot see what you're posting, you know, to see what clientele you've had. Because surely, you know, if you'll have people literally tagging you and saying, oh, look at this amazing piece I commissioned off so-and-so. I highly recommend them. Like, because we would do that as creators. We will hype you artists up. Like, definitely, you know, if we commission stuff from you, you're definitely getting shout outs, you know? Like, I did that with Bunny, and, you know, I will, when intro's done, even though intro's work speaks for itself, I will still hype him up so much. Because, like, I may cry, because I'm excited about that. You know? What is he doing?
No, but honestly, with this information, I might honestly just find another social media to try to grow on, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, the one I won't do is Facebook. I might make a new one for Nozomi, but, like, you know, but it's one of those.
Facebook to me is taboo.
It's one of those I might not, because it's garbage.
Right? There's a new one that everybody's just joining recently, but I don't remember the name. Another one that I usually tended to use, but I don't know why my fear just struck me and I stopped. Yeah. Like, I was actually pretty popular on TikTok at one point, and then I just stopped.
Like, I don't post much. I think I post most of my clips on there. I haven't really done like another like promo type video for TikTok. I should, because, you know, might entice a few more people to look at stuff, but for the most part, I just binge watch TikToks. That's like, you know, I like to listen to the Reddit stories, like, of the Am I the Asshole stories. I'm like, oh, I'm a judge people. I know I shouldn't, but I will judge them, you know? And so some of them are genuine, like, hey, you're not the asshole. I can't believe people think that. So, like, I do question their logic. It's like, okay, well, you're asking the internet for validation on this. It's like, how do you not see in your head you are innocent in whatever this dispute is? But I also find, like, a lot of nice, different, like, I like watching the cleaning videos as well. And, like, you know, you can find some really good ones, good videos on TikTok. But you end up going to, like, down rabbit holes, to be honest. But even the algorithm in TikTok is not very much in your favor, especially if, say, like, you're a cosplayer or a VTuber. Unless you're, like, you know, out there. It's very rare, you know, as it is. Let's see. I did drop Lion a message to see if he's alive. Who knows? Unless he's hopped off or something. Hello, Nicole! How are you, honey? Nicole's here, Circus.
Hey, hi, Nicole.
Yes. And then, yeah, Lion's a bit, like, quiet at the minute, but, you know, be fine.
Yeah, I'm right now scrolling, trying to find more information on this whole thing, because apparently even there's other people saying that it's gonna be certain websites that are just a competition. Some are saying that apparently they were supposed to submit certain information to, I think FCT was.
Yeah.
And then they didn't do that because of monopolization, I think it was the word.
Oh, yeah.
So it's an interesting argument what people are going through.
I know they won't get rid of Twitch. They're not going to get rid of, like, Twitch and, like, YouTube and stuff because...
I thought Twitch and Twitter were from the same company.
Yeah. I don't think, you know, those big platforms will be, like, affected. Just, like, smaller stuff. So it probably will affect, like, your artists and stuff, which is pretty shitty. But, like, I think they're trying to bring back MySpace as well. Do you know that?
MySpace, I heard the last thing I heard about MySpace it was just for like music right now.
Yeah, like
I used to have it in middle school though.
Yeah, I had a MySpace. I had a Bebo account as well. I remember Bebo. Like that was that was like you just used to try and make your page look all fancy and glittery, and I was like, oh, I'm one of these people now. I'm on a trend.
Mm-hmm.
But then you've got the OGs and stuff. Like it's Discord became the new MSN. Like that is flat out what Discord became, the brand new MSN. You know, as well as like Skype. You know, because you can video call and everything. But I used to remember, like back in the day with MSN, you used to have those little bulky like webcams and everything, and you know, just so people could see you. You didn't get much joy of it, but it was like everyone used to put emojis all in their names and like make it like very hard to read what their name was. Yes.
Well, Nozomi, I will have to be heading out. Thank you for having me.
You're gonna go and hang out with Prince. Yeah, please give him my love.
Of course.
You know.
Always appreciated.
Of course, honey. You know.
And let's see, we're at the 18th. If I don't join you on any other, I will still see you on the 25th. That date is set up in my calendar and will not change.
Yes. Also, everybody, please go give Circus some love on his Twitch.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Of course, darling, of course. I appreciate having you here.
Of course, thank you.
Yes.
I'll see y'all.
Yeah.
You were saying, sorry.
I'm gonna go grab a bathroom break though and refill my tea. I'll at least let Lion know.
Okay.
He's probably been called by his parents and stuff because they had guests over earlier.
Yeah, it's fine. But
yeah.
I will see y'all around. I'll be lurking.
Lurking. No worries. I'm gonna grab a intermission because Dragon has got to go to the bathroom. Because I always forget that. It's like, no, you need the bathroom. But I always feel like I'm disappointing people if I leave to go take care of a basic need.
Nah, you're not. You're a wonderful being. Everybody loves your chat and everything else because for some reason we do not get folklore done. We just get distracted on everything.
I know. I like it though. It gives me a lot to do, to be honest. And people just like the vibe, and you know, Christmas. I'm so excited for Christmas.
Sorry, it dropped.
Yeah, I'm excited for Christmas. But
yes, I am too.
All right, we're gonna take a break, guys. So I'll see you soon. But thank you for coming, Circus. Lion should be back after. All right. come back to a new lovely follow. We come back to Omega Wolf following, and he's got himself on the naughty list. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow, Omega Wolf. My name is Nozomi, the Welsh Pandragon. Welcome to my domain of Raven's Hollow. How are you doing, Sweet Pea? Hope you're doing well today. Lion has recovered from his cat nap.
Yeah.
That's okay. The king needs his beauty rest, of course. You got a crown. I'm allowed to make that joke. But yes, thank you so much for the follow, sweetheart. I hope you're doing very well. We're covering some Welsh folklore today. We just got back off an intermission screen. I got my coffee and my decaf coffee. The sadness of my voice then. Oh. And I went to the
better
bathroom.
than no coffee.
Yeah, better than no coffee. Well, for me, it was like, what's going to take me longer? Making a cup of tea while going to while going to the bathroom, or at least with the coffee, I could just put the sugar in the coffee, the milk, and then just pour the hot water in and stir it, and I'm done. At least with tea, I have to wait and brew my tea. I was like, speed run. Because even mythical creatures like myself have to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Oh. I did the whole I forgot and left it too long, so I was like, oh yeah, my stomach's hurting a bit now. I need to go. Because I always feel bad, like, if I need to take a break, because I'm like, but I'm letting the people down. I'm letting them down. The
people would be more let down if you had to take a sudden break that lasted longer.
Yes. I don't want to, rupture my bladder or anything. Or get a kidney stone. I've heard those are awful.
Yeah, that does not sound fun.
No. My grandma had like kidney stones and stuff. It's not cool. Not cool indeed. Your voice is like 1 billion times more adorable than I could have expected. Oh my god. I'm good though. I hope you're well. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. A lot of people compliment the voice. I don't hear it, but I'm really glad that you like it.
Yes.
But yes,
she's our adorable little dragon princess.
Yes, I'm the Welsh dragon, so you are hearing one of the Welsh accents, because they do vary based on where you're located in Wales. But yes, oh, I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, you want the long Welsh name, of course. You know, you got to show off to Omega, of course. So the long Welsh name is Llanfair Pwth Gwyngus Gogerach ond Drobog Llantasilio Gogogoch. But Omega, you'll hear some of my native dialect, my Welsh language, because we are covering some Welsh folklore. So I hope you enjoy listening to them. They can be a bit of a mouthful to hear, and I always tell people ahead of time, some Welsh words do sound a bit inappropriate, so you're free to laugh and giggle at them at your leisure. But yes.
Don't worry, I'll be making some inappropriate English jokes too.
And most of the pieces do have English translations, so I will also let you know. And also for you, Lion, you can have confetti.
Yeah.
All the confetti for the king. But yes, I'm super glad you like my voice, honey. Thank you. I could have expected. People expect how I'm gonna sound. This is super. I'm shocked. Is this what they call a comfort streamer, lol? Also, I've never known anybody of Welsh descent, so that's definitely an interesting new spin. Of course. Yes, I was born here. So I'm a bit of an old dragon now. So I'm 30. So I've been here all my life. But yes, Wales is an absolutely lovely country. I do highly recommend, if ever you do plan to visit the UK, please bring an umbrella, and at least a nice coat, because the weather does change a bit. But yes, I'm a Welsh dragon. We also have a dragon on our flag, or a coch draig, a red dragon. But if you have any questions about anything we talk about or my country, you're always free to ask Honey. You'll also catch me saying a few, like, the long Welsh name is also a redeem. I also have a Welsh song, and other stuff. And I plan to do a couple of festive voice notes on Twitter for people, which includes Nadolig Llawan, which is Merry Christmas in Wales. I will figure out what the Happy Holidays is. I know happy is happies, so so yeah.
It could also translate to an entirely different phrase. I've seen that happen before.
So happis is happy. So like for happy birthday, it's Penblwydd Hapus. I live in NC, so New York, in the US.
No, New York is NY.
NY, what's New NC?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Thank you for the geography. I'm not so good with other geographies. America confuses me.
It's right above South Carolina.
Okay. I mean, that would make sense. So I'm no stranger to random weather changes. Oh, yes. I think we went through... It's got a bit warmer, so it's like 7 degrees Celsius now. It was like minus 4 earlier today. But we had like frost and ice this morning. Then we had a bit of snow. And then it changed to rain. And just dull weather within the span of like about an hour. That happened on my entire walk earlier today. And then it's just been raining for a bit. Which is nothing new, to be honest. I made the comment today at home. And the look I received, expect everything. I just looked outside earlier and went, oh, it looks like it's going to be a wet Christmas. And the fucking look I received was the sus look. Like, yeah, damn right it will be. I was like, for God's sake, I walked into it. Like, don't trust me. Why is that gone to mute? Mute this channel. I was like, why is my phone making noise? And I was like, oh, intro raided someone. Awesome. I'm just gonna let that go. We'll see who we let that raid train go. Live in North Carolina. Oh, honestly, I'm still learning a bit about America and stuff like that. I'm working on a few American accents. They're very bad, but we get there. we get there. I've yet to bring out the Tiffany voice I use, and it's so stereotypical of American girls in movies. And I did that with one of my friends, Hikaru, who's also a VTuber, when we used to stream together on reality. Like his we did a collab once, and we brought out Tiffany and Brittany, and they were your generic like American movie girls who love to go shoe shopping. And I was like, I was here for it. It was amazing. But yes, I'm awesome to meet you, Omega. I hope I can call you Omega, or any other title you would prefer. I'll happily call you that. Just not Daddy. I won't call people that. You get a sir. You trying to bite your tongue there, Mr. Lion? It's like I won't comment on that. No. Oh,
I know what that means.
That's the second time I've been called a comfort streamer. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I'm like, oh, I don't get called that much, but it's nice. I mean, I hope I can bring you some form of comfort in my streams, at least. And we are joined by Mr. Black Lion as well, the king.
Wow.
Gets his crown.
I am not going to attempt to correct you. I'm too tired for that.
No, I know you fell asleep, Mr. Kitty.
Yeah.
I don't mind Omega, Wolf. Either one works. Also, I never expect anyone to call me anything sus when I'm just meeting them. Oh, I always like to ask where you prefer to be called. There can be called anything, you know. I still have the right to say no, but I always like to ask because manners. You know, same with pronoun checks. I like to make sure people are always comfy with me. So yeah, that does fit in the comfort streamer bit.
Yep, it does.
Yes. I'm still shocked every time somebody says they like my voice. It's something I'm not going to get used to, I swear.
You have an amazing voice.
I know. I put people to sleep too. You're very adorable when you're sleepy, Mr. Lion.
What?
Yes! You're so adorable when you're sleepy.
What?
Yeah. I'm allowed to say it.
What?
You just have that little, like, lull to your voice. It's very nice. It's like the, I don't want to go back to bed. You're like, I don't want to go back to bed. No. Yeah. You're like, I'm tired, but I don't want to go back to bed. No. Hey, in a calming way. I would fall asleep laying on your lap. Oh, thank you, Circus Sweetie. I hope you said hello to Dante, my birthday twin. I hope he's doing well.
I'd fall asleep on your lap in a not calming way.
But I mean, would that be comfy? Good God.
Would it?
They're sleeping right now. You are free to come back and hang out with us, sweetie. You're still part of the call. They're sleeping right now. They be soon. Yeah. If you want to, your spot's still here. You can come back anytime you want to, Circus. You're always welcome, honey. I understand the feeling. I've been getting compliments on my voice lately, and I made a joke tweet like, if I get one more compliment on my voice, I swear I'm gonna make an ASMR account. Do it. I need to hear your voice. I demand a voice clip. I need to hear you. I will be the judge of your nice voice, because I do voice acting too. So, yeah. And technically, I'm doing my job for my managers while helping in recruitment. It's fun, if you have time for it. Because Nozomi's always busy. I like being busy. Like, take a break, Nozomi. What the fuck is that? Me? Take a break?
Oh, I'll make sure you're busy.
Welcome back, Circus honey. Hello, how you doing? I may fire up a stream here soon. More than welcome to pop in if ever. See me, ma'am. Oh, I get called. I love when people call me ma'am. I feel important. Have I reached importance? Oh my god. Oh, Omega, you are always free. My streams are always open to guests, so, new friends and stuff. Also, I have an open guest list for Christmas too, so you're free to come and...
It's only 3 of us for now.
Let's see, who we got? Bunny, little tiny Bunny might pop in if she's not doing anything. Reaper's definitely coming. Lion may pop in.
There's a chance. I need to pick up some alcohol first, though.
Yes, gonna drive to the store. Oh, hello, Mist, my darling. You're very musical today. But yes, if you're not doing anything on Christmas, Omega, you're free to come and get absolutely drunk with us and go over festive stuff. Drunk Nozomi is an amusing Nozomi. Mist is serenading us with their music.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, you romancing us with your music there.
Not even that. That's my that's my background for my PS4.
Oh my goodness. It sounded very nice.
It's a Slime Rancher one.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, I got on a while like dictate the Slime Rancher because honestly it's pretty fun. Until a friend of mine gave me the horrible truth about it.
No, that has background to it? Oh my goodness.
No, it's not even background. They just literally switched the entire logic of the game. It's like, you're a poop farmer.
No.
You're selling poop. That's it.
Yep. That's about right.
Aww, but they're so cute. The slime.
I know.
Oh no. But yeah, Mr. Omega Wolf, you're always free to come and hang out in my streams. They're always open to everybody. I like to make friends and offer a nice safe space. You got your booze. You get your booze there, Circus. It's a nice bottle. Yeah, always welcome. Like, if you're free on Christmas or you're done with your festive celebrations, you know, I have a pinned tweet on my Twitter. You're free to pop your name down if you ever want to come and be a guest or hang out. Always welcome. Like, I'm not one to leave people out. I'm welcoming to everybody. I'm too nice. I'm too nice. But I believe, you know, people shouldn't be like spending Christmas by themselves. You know? And like, who doesn't want to get drunk? And listen to me try to pronounce like many different things.
Seeing as I have work the next day, probably me.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you could probably handle your alcohol way better than I can.
Maybe.
I'm a lightweight. Like one bottle of like rosé, I'm like already tipsy. I'm like, okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but it also depends on how fast I drink it. And if I'm hanging out with everybody, you damn well I'm not gonna be slow on my drinks. I just hope, you know, I don't get sad drunk. I shouldn't do because everybody's here. But I'd probably be more happy, maybe more NSFW. I need to put an age warning on that stream.
Oh, but that's gonna be the fun part.
Yes.
I'm definitely gonna have a good time.
A little Christmas drinking, eh? I'll have to see if I can find something to partake in the festivities. Honestly, honey, of course, like, the time zones I stream so are 9 p.m. my time, so if you're in North Carolina, that's a 6-hour difference, isn't it? I'm 6 hours ahead of them, I think, if they're in NC. So that'd be like 3 p.m. in the afternoon if that's the time zone. I'm just I suck at time zones.
Bishop Carolina's are same time zone as me.
Are you 6 then ahead of me, or?
No.
Or is it behind? I don't know.
Me?
No, we're trying to figure out for Omega, because they're from North Carolina. Trying to figure out, because they may pop in on Christmas.
Right now it's 7:30 for me.
Yeah, you're in Puerto Rico. Omega's in North Carolina.
That explains it.
And it's 9 p.m. UK time, usually when I go live. What?
Nothing.
You chuckling at, sir?
Nothing.
Oh no. That's why I put my streams 18 plus, because I have a mouth of a sailor and sus commentary is always guaranteed. Also, it's 6:20 here, so EST time zone, so 6.
That's what I thought.
6:20, so 6:20 here PM, so PM or AM?
PM.
PM. So it's 11. How many hours is that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5. Okay, you're 5. Okay.
Yes.
So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So like 4 p.m. for you. That's okay. Yeah, so about... Yeah. I mean, if you're done with your family celebrations and stuff and want to relax and stuff and hang out with friends and stuff Omega on Christmas, you're always welcome on my guest list. It's not closed, so it is open. I will be closing the guest list Christmas Eve. Yeah. Christmas Eve. So, like, if you want to, you can always come let me know. That is awesome. More drinking, friends. Oh my goodness! Callista! I rolled a nat 1. Slipped by and raided you. Hello, Callista. How was your stream, darling? Thank you for the raid. This is like my first.
Does that mean it's time for a hype train?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I did ask people to come cheer me up. You guys do have permission to get hyped on. Hello, Kyocera. How are you, darling? Welcome, and thank you, Bobby.
It only takes 2 to set it up.
Bobby is on the naughty list from Santa. But thank you, Bobby, and thank you, Kyocera, for the follows. I appreciate it. Oh, you two sweethearts got the naughty list. Santa deemed you naughty. So close to Christmas. What have you been doing in Callista's stream to warrant that, huh? But yeah, Callista, how was stream, darling? I hope you've had a lovely stream. And hope it was fun. You're playing some Overwatch too today. Did you win? It was good. Needed to lie down. Of course, honey. You don't want to overexert yourself. Under desk support. Oh, Babby. Very sussy. Babby Bowser. I absolutely love that. Oh my god, I really want to call Babby Baban. Which is Welsh for baby. I love that. We won a few of our games today. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
That's nice.
I hope you're all set up for Christmas, though. I hope you're set up, Callista. All your last minute bits and stuff. And a few of our games. Oh, Callista, I put my commission into intro today as well. Need 'em in. Of course, Circus. You're completely fine, sweetie. You're completely fine, honey.
Oh, dear.
Yes. But yes, today is Low Spoon Energy Day for me, so I have given my gremlins permission to... Basically, they get free reign to compliment me, love on me, and, you know, throw whatever they want at me today.
That means set up a hype train so I can break her.
Yeah, and apparently do that too. Heard under desk support. Yeah, we always have under desk support here.
Of course. What do you think I've been doing for Nozomi this whole time?
Oh my goodness. But for all the lovely new raiders who have come from my darling Callista stream, my name is Nozomi, the Welsh Pandragon. Welcome to my domain called Raven's Hollow, where we're discussing lovely Welsh folklore. Why didn't I join sooner than I'm down? Honest to God, I think Omega would like my After Dark streams. My goodness. I need to bring up Pick Your Poison on Christmas, bro.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Oh my god, yes, Drunk Pick Your Poison After Dark. Callista played that game. She loved it.
Oh boy.
Under desk support, ayo. I love that. Lol, but can you handle it? Of course, Babby. Always. I mean, I am known across Twitter now as Pillow Princess, so yeah, I can handle a lot. But yeah, chat likes to break me a bit as best they can.
Only a bit.
Yes. You guys are always free to do so. And I absolutely appreciate and love the follows. After Dark streams, now you have my attention. Of course, on the rare occasion, Omega, I do a NSFW stream. So the two I've done so far was my Pick Your Poison stream, which contains very lewd and dark themed questions. Basically, would you rather? One of my lovely followers bought that one for me off my throne list. For all my new friends as well, you'll find my Discord and my throne there. So that's all fun. I still haven't figured out how to put my Twitter in my little tabby things. I'm learning. Oh, that is nice coffee. Wish it was caffeinated though. I wish it was caffeinated. But yes, we've been covering some Welsh folklore, but also, to answer your questions about the NSFW streams, I also did a Smash or Pass stream recently. Chat very royally broke me with a lot of love and support then, to where they got me to cry very happy tears twice. And Callista was part of the Gremlin army who decided to hype everybody up. And that honestly made my day. Absolutely cheers me up. Cheers me up indeed. But yes, you'll find some lovely pictures in my stream of things around Wales. I need to look into an ASMR/After Dark stream. Whenever I gain a few more numbers, I'll be over here just barely breaking the 100 mark before end of the year. So I think that's a win for this year. 100 viewers or followers, Omega? Because, I mean, you're doing well, honey. Baby steps, as I say. I've only been streaming, I debuted in October. And, one of my lovely resubbers reminded me that I've been doing this for 3 months, because they resubbed for 3 months.
Yep.
Mm.
And I was, quite surprised. I was like, oh.
Something in my OBS broke. I'm sorry.
You're alright, darling. You're okay. Which one's popped out to say hello?
My angry self. It's gonna be a while until I'm out of here, but I'm not hostile right now. Don't worry.
No, you're angry at OBS, sweetie. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Every single time I open it, something has to break. I cannot.
You can't catch a break today, darling.
No.
I know. First with what was it? The food?
I know, but the food, that's normal around us, honestly. It's like, it's a miracle we sometimes eat.
Oh my goodness.
It's a miracle.
Redeemed a confetti cat. Hello, my birthday twin. Hello, birthday.
But my horrible day started yesterday when I literally ruined my entire record of 96 days of no injury at work, and I freaking slammed the mic stand on my finger.
There's your confetti cannon. I need to get someone to teach me how to set up overlays.
I didn't slice my finger, but I did bleed a lot.
So I make all my overlays sort of myself. I'm sort of just pick bits and move stuff around, change them up as I do. Hello, I'm doing well, Dante. How are you, my sweet pea, my birthday twin? I've kidnapped Circus for a bit because I heard you were sleeping. Yo, I'm back home. What's good? Hello, Chozo, darling. How are you? Yeah. You're always free to come keep us company if you want to, honey, Dante. You're always free. I miss you. I've not seen you.
Start a hype train. So I'm gonna keep pushing this. You want me to start a hype train?
You're still egging for a hype train.
Yes.
I'm doing okay. I just woke up, so now I have Oreos and okie dokie. Are you sure, honey? Like, you can stay if you want.
No, I'm ahead out and continue with the plans I had with Dante.
Yeah, I would have joined you today if I'd known about it earlier.
No, it's fine, honestly. Like, yeah, I kind of thought of that at the last minute, and I'm like, ooh, Nozomi's a voice actor. I could ask them if they want to join me.
Of course. Next time, let me know ahead of time, and I will free up my schedule just for you, sweetie.
I promise you I will, because honestly, there's a few games that I would love to do, like, voices for, but just playing single-player games by myself, I just skip all the dialogue. I don't read.
Hello, Izzy. How are you, sweet pea? I hate
I'll see you guys. Enjoy your stream.
Thank you, Circus. We'll see you later, darling.
Bye-bye.
I hate workplace injuries. I worked warehouse and storage for a bit and got my fair share of scrapes and scratches. Oh, honey. No getting hurt. I don't skip dialogues. Oh, never skip dialogues, honey. Never. I mean, how are you supposed to enjoy the narrative and the story? That's how I see it. I like, I was watching one of Lion's streams the other day, and they were doing little voice acting lines for the characters, and I was like, yes, I love you.
Yes, it is very conducive to some very fun voice acting. Some of the characters are insane.
Oh yes.
Literally. And then there's Izana, and he just...
I feel like we came here for the lore, and now it's just turned into honey. My streams are mostly just chatting, but we are currently talking about fairies that carry men away. So I have a lot of stuff to get through, but please bear with me because I do have ADD, so my attention span does pew around a bit. But I really appreciate all you staying and supporting me. I love it. That's how I actually know what's going on in Final Fantasy XIV. Yes, I'm glad. I only played like a bit of that. I like the character customization. We can still get over the
hype train.
If I start seeing fairies, I'm gonna cry. Well, I mean, I do have a fairy. She. If you see her, she is on one of my horns. Gotta squint a bit, but she's there.
She certainly is.
Yeah, this is my magical domain that I created. Also, behold my lovely little green jelly. That is Ori. I want Nozomi to validate me, but I have no points. Honey, I will validate you any freaking day of the week. You know that. You don't have to spend points to get compliments and love off me. You know that, honey. Don't have her sweep me away. I'm a good wolf, I swear. No, that's okay. It's the shadow monster that's the bad one. My shadow side isn't exactly nice. Villain arc is gonna happen. The new PNG is gonna look smoking hot, man. I love it.
Yes. The hottest cute queen you've ever seen.
Oh, Izzy, I will give you as much validations as you want, darling, but I don't want you to cry again. I made you cry last time. I made you cry. And I felt so bad. I thought I'd upset you. But Izzy, I absolutely love you, darling. Also, might I impose what wolf would be in Welsh? Of course she may, my darling. Of course she may. Let me find it for you. I have to pick it out of my reservoir. It's not in there all the time. So, wolf in Welsh is Blythe. Yes, it is Blythe, Chozo. Good job. I still need to get stickers. I still need to get stickers for everybody. Like when I did my Duolingo stream, I was like, I needing to get you some stuff. Yes, Blythe
Gold
is
stars.
wolf. Yes, gold stars. Yeah. Hikari wanted stars, so I was like, I need to get it. Sounds cool, I like it. It is. It's very good. Doctor Who also actually taught me something. Oh, Chozo's a Whovian. Chozo likes it. It was happy. I know it was happy tears, Izzy. I know, sweetie. Hello, my little bunny. Izzy's good, but Izzy, I will give you lots of validations. You are an absolutely precious being. You are so talented. You are so kind, and you are one of the most genuine people I know. You're very caring to others, and you never fail to make me smile, and you always make my day with your hellos. I am absolutely honored and blessed to have you as my friend, and I am so happy to have you in my life. Love you, sweetheart. There you go, Izzy. Izzy, I'm new here. But oh, honestly, Omega, Izzy is precious. Honest to God, yes. Izzy is a lovely being. A Blythe. But he's a Blythe Droog. And for any of you wanting to know, dragon in Welsh is Draig. So I'm a Gymri Draig, a Welsh dragon. There you go. I'm also a pan dragon, so I live in the kitchen. I live in your kitchen cupboards with all the other pans. You're fine.
That's where I keep her for tasting sessions.
Holding back my tears, damn it. Oh, Izzy, you're an absolute precious being. Honest to God, it doesn't matter if you have points or not for validation. I'm always giving everybody love and compliments. I mean, I'm happy to praise you guys and give you all the love and stuff you need, but it's one of those, like, I break a bit when people do it to me. It's like, when I get loved on and complimented, I stop working. Is that why I'm always hearing
you guys
banging
should set
and
up a
crashing?
hype train.
I do. I live in your kitchen, Omega. That's where the snacks are. Hello, Akira, my little darling. How are you? Look at that cute emote. Akira's making me a little nom emote too. Like little picture. And I'm like, it's fitting. I like snacks. But yes, I'm either in your kitchen making tea or taking your snacks. No wonder they're always disappearing. Oh, Akira! Akira's on the naughty list for cheering 100 biddies, but thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. You're trying to all start a hype train, are you? Well, you're not close.
Yes, we are. We only need another 100 bits or a gifted sub.
No.
Yes. I know what I'm talking about.
I'm still shook that everybody last time got my first ever hype train to a level 7, and that was my only hype train.
That was would have been higher if Ingrid had been a little faster.
I live in fear.
Would anybody like to complete that train for me?
You are the conductor, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Do it. Hype for Nozomi. Oh, thank you.
Yes, do it.
Glad you're okay. I'm glad you're doing okay, Izzy. Yes.
All the love for the cutest dragon.
Oh, god damn it, no. No, sir. I have to get going, Nozomi. Thank you for a cozy stream. You are most welcome, my little bunny. I hope you get plenty of rest and lots of food. And I love you very much. Thank you for stopping by, Sweet Pea. Oh, y'all guys gotta get used to the pet names. That's sort of branded with Nozomi. Well, good night, everybody. Very cute and adorable. Honestly, I think the only reason the Welsh flag's green isn't the UK, is that the English are just jealous that the Welsh flag's incredibly rural. I mean, we did sort of cover why the Welsh dragon is on the flag a while back. So in some of the pictures, you'll see a battle between a red dragon and a white dragon. And essentially, the red dragon won the fight between the white dragon. They were both asleep under a lake for a very long time because a witch obviously decided to drug the dragons by getting them drunk, so they were asleep. Then somebody decided, you know what, we're going to drain the lake and wake up the dragons. They did that, and then the dragons fought, which caused some issues. The red dragon won and went back to sleep, and in honor of the red dragon, he pretty much lives on there. Hello, Sion. Thank you for the follow. You made it to the naughty list? What is with you guys today, you little gremlins, making Santa's naughty list? How you doing, Sion? Hope you've been well, honey. Welcome to Raven's Hollow. Yeah, Lion's egging chat on at the minute for a hype train. He wakes up from a nap and he's gone feral. I'm a furry. Naughty is my specialty. Of course. I love your model, honey. I love Sion's model. He is a very, very fluffy wolf, and I love it. I've seen the naughty art. I meant that every other flag's color is on the Union Jack except the Welsh green, right? That's because the English are jealous of the cool dragon. That is an actual story. Yeah, there was just a massive debate. Like, a lot of people there was some debate a while back of like maybe they could put the Welsh flag, incorporate it into the Union Jack, but essentially all you'd be doing is sticking a dragon on the flag, and we Welsh are very proud and we're having none of that. But the Great British flag is just for the entirety. Each separate country, we do have our own flags as well. I'm used to giving the pet names, not receiving them. Pause on that. So that would take some... Oh, sweetie, you're gonna get loved on all the time here. Many pet names are custom with me. It's how I talk to a lot of people, even when I'm typing. So it happens. I will be adding a few more appraisal redeems on here as well. Not just a person validation. But I may have been convinced to do some good pronouns for you guys. Wait, when I followed, did I get on the list? You were on the naughty list, Sweet Pea. Omega hit the... Everybody's been hitting the naughty list lately. I think Bestie cheered some bits the second time after she resubbed just to get on the nice list. She subbed and she resubbed for 3 months and it gave her the naughty list, and then she was like, I've never been a bad egg in my life. And then she's like, bits, and got on the nice list.
Alright, here's an added incentive.
What?
It only takes one person now to set up the hype train.
Oh my god.
That is all.
Why?
I will let you do with that information as you will.
Why is stream snitching on me? Oh, honey, we see all in Raven's Hollow. I see all.
That means any gifted subs or any bits of 100 or more.
Oh! Oh my god.
Oh, I know that name.
Oh my god, Mr. Viper Sir followed me. Swore I was following already. Hello, Mr. Viper Sir. Oh, Jesus, that did stuff to my soul. That did stuff to my soul. Hello, Viper. How are you, sweetie? Thank you so much for coming
Frost
to my
Viper.
stream.
You wanna help me set up a hype train?
Oh my god, no. I may die. Oh. Oh god. I was telling Sakura the other day because I was lurking. I was in both of their chats when they were playing games. I look up to Mr. Viper Sir a lot. I look up to Mr. Viper a lot, and I freaked out the last time Torukaru popped in my chat. This is the same thing. Like my chest cannot handle that. The sir is amazing. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
You're such a
No,
sweetheart.
pretty chill.
Honest to God, you're lovely, Mr. Viper, and I absolutely love your streams.
It'll take one person.
Yes, Lion has gone feral. He's trying to set up a
Just one person.
He's trying to set up a hype train.
Just one person.
Please go give Mr. Frost Viper some love, everybody. He's an absolutely amazing creator and super sweet. Also feral. Also feral, but he is an amazing creator and a huge vibe. Banging on the table, chanting God save Joseph. But yes, welcome to Raven's Hollow, Mr. Frost Viper. I'm your Welsh Pandragon Nozomi. In Welsh, I will happily say croeso, which is welcome. Welcome. We've been talking about some fairies taking people away at the minute. But yes, Mr. Frost Viper followed. That is like that has given me such serotonin. Oh goodness. I.
That would mean that now's the time to break her.
Oh. I've been needing cheering up today. That's actually made me very, very happy. Very break. Yes, Akira. Yes, Akira. Yes. Yes, they want to break me. Always be careful around Fae because they're assholes. So as Lion pointed out earlier today, you don't fuck with the Fae, you fuck the Fae. As we say. I apologize. I am sweet and adorable, but I do swear like a sailor, darlings. But I will absolutely validate you and support you in every which way.
She is the cutest little dragon.
God damn, no, I'm not, sir. Yes, let's break Madame Nozomi. We need to run that train on her ASAP. Susness intended.
It'll take 100 bits or a gifted sub from anyone. Absolutely anyone.
Madam, oh my god, sir, please. I mean, if one is inviting, I'm not going to say no, but I'll be very careful how I accept the proposal. Of course. Don't accept food from them either.
Oh yeah, no, you're very careful about how you do it.
Yeah. I'll put
but the guy that did...
I'll put a second 100 if someone does it.
Yeah, do it.
I think you only need one more, don't you?
Fine, I'll send it.
Oh my god.
I
follow Cats. Oh my god, I follow Cats. Cheer to 100 biddies. First time cheerer too, thank you. And Chatter, oh my god, you made it to the naughty list, darling. You guys are gremlins today. Oh god, one more. Oh god. Akira. Oh my god, Mr. Viper subscribed? Oh my god. No, you gifted a tier 1 sub. They gifted What? Oh my god, Lion. You gifted 30? What? Oh my god, what?
That's a total, mind you.
A total? A 30?
That's a total. A total of 30, yes.
Oh my. I'm always naughty. Yes, Mr. Viper. Very naughty.
Especially if you've seen the art that Jinx did.
Oh, I don't know if Mr. Frost Viper ever saw that piece that Jinx did of me and her.
No, I mean the one with Viper.
Oh, yes, I have seen that one. I haven't. You've not seen the one that Well, I can DM it you right now if you'd like, Mr. Viper.
It is a very nice piece.
I can, if you allow me to send you a friend request and DM you. I can send it you. Can I add you as a friend? Thank you. Oh my god, 30 gift subs, level 1. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where be my Discord? I need to find Mr. Frost Viper, sir. Oh my god. Do I have a friend? I will add you as a friend, Mr. Viper. And you're my friend. Thank you. Did you accept my friend request on the Discord? Yay! I can. Oh my god, I'm super happy now. I'm super happy. Oh my god, I can't right now. Why are you guys being so nice today? It's like you're gremlins, but you're super nice. Yeah. Okay, there you go, Mr. Viper. There you go, as promised. Let's get food. Frost. Oh, an NSFW piece that Jinx did for me, Chozo. Oh, you guys have like 2 minutes and like just under 2.5 minutes. Oh my god. Can I see it? Am I your friend on...
Ah, there we go.
What?
I figured it out.
What? I got 100% on my hype train? Oh my.
Santa's going to be having some fun today.
Oh god, poor Santa. I have no idea, but I'll send you a friend request. Yeah, send me a friend request, honey, on Discord.
Accidentally gifted myself a sub.
The Jinxie? Yeah. Of course, it looks good, doesn't it? 'Tis the season for sugar and spicy when the gremlins can be naughty and nice. Oh my god. Yeah, Chozo, send me a friend request on the Discord. Or send me a DM if we're already friends and I'll send it you. Level 4? We got to level 4?
Level 5.
Level 5. What? 97% already on level 5. What? What?
I don't want to finish the level 5
You
train.
just did. How are you doing, Nozomi? Just a quick question. Are you a dragon? I am, dear. I am a Welsh pan dragon. I am a very scary dragon. But yes, I'm a dragon in Welsh. Let me send this bit to Chozo. Oh god.
Because someone set the auto mod up a little bit weirdly, so it's catching a lot of things.
Yeah, auto mod is just a pain in my ass. God damn.
Yeah.
I got a sub. Thank you so much. Oh, of course. You also get new sub badges, by the way. All the messages auto modded. Yeah, I need.
She's not just a pretty dragon.
Oh.
She's the prettiest dragon.
I want to admire my horns. Oh my god. Sai, let me send you an actual picture of my model. Oh my goodness. Let me get a thing real quick. A thing? Oh, Jesus Christ. You people are nightmares today. You guys are good. Here. I'll send you that piece, Scion. Why am I getting so many DMs today? Oh my. I got a George Decay? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that would be such a good piece. That would be such a good piece. I'm not sure many want to admire my... Hope you like my DMs. I do, Frost. I think that's a really good angle. I like that one. Oh, you guys are doing stuff to my heart. Okay, so that's 97% on a level 5, and you got like 3 minutes.
For now.
3. I don't know what check DMs. Oh my, yes. You got the other pieces. I gave Scion the other NSFW piece. Oh, yes, I approve, Mr. Frost. I approve. Autobot, stop. Chozo, I need to fix it. Don't worry. I need to figure out how to fix that. 2.5 minutes. Okay. Also, what would be a good piece? A good piece? What piece would you want? Yeah, what piece would you want? Alright, let me pop that in. Am I allowed to partake in the NSFW? Of course, yeah, as long as you ask beforehand. As long as, like, I'm open to any art, but if it's, like, NSFW, please come ask me, like, first, like, preferences and so forth. That's fine by me. I was distracted, so I didn't hear. Well, you and I are gonna know each other. I'm extra...
If we're sharing art, my DMs are also open.
You got like 1 minute 50. Less than that now. You said that would be a good piece. Oh, I was responding to Mr. Viper, sir. He sent me some lovely angles after he saw the piece, and I was like, oh, yes. I think they'd make good pieces. Oh, God. Oh, can I rest my heart yet? Oh, yeah, it's nearly finished.
It is a minute out, yes.
Oh, I see. Can I see Viper? I sent it you, Chozo. Well, you can, but I think Mr. Viper has other pieces he would send you if you ask really.
I'm just waiting for Inge to show up and see that someone's taken his spot.
He's not gonna show up. He's gonna be asleep.
Oh, but what if he does?
He's an hour ahead of me. He'll be sleeping because he's sick lately. I forgot.
But what if he does?
Oh, yeah. Feel free to send it. The angles Viper sent you, I mean. Oh, yeah. If Mr. Viper wants to send them to you, Chozo, you know, more than welcome to. I may end up lurking and firing upstream myself with presence this week. Honestly, that's fine, honey. But also, everybody, please enjoy the new sub badges I got as a Christmas present as well. Yeah, you know, Hype Train's finished. Woo. Thank you. Level 4 Hype Train. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, God, what? Did you guys just miss it?
It said 30 seconds left, so...
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Gifted a tier 1. Oh my god! How many more did you do?
Some.
How many?
Some.
60? What?
Total.
What? In just that one drop?
No, that's the total.
Oh my god. Oh, you gifted
Remember
one to...
when I said I could...
You gifted one to Inge?
Oh! He's not gonna be happy about that.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh, hello, Rengoku. Hello, darling. Oh, I feel honored. Mr. Rengoku's here too. Hello. Oh my god. My face is smiling and it's warm. Guys. Oh, I'm seeing automatically say multiple loud dramatic. Yeah, that's me. I'm automatically letting. I'm the one allowing it, Scion. You're fine, honey.
Remember, Nazumi. A princess deserves nothing less.
Oh my. Jesus Christ. Oh, my face is very warm. Yeah, I'm the one who's allowing them, Cyan. I can see them pop up. Holy shit, Jesus. Oh my god, Mr. Rengoku's here too. I feel honored. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Oh my god, I think Santa caught up finally. Hello, Mr. Rengoku. I hope you're well. All the praise and subs a bit flustered. Much flustered, sir. Thank you. My coffee went cold, but I chugged it.
Yeah, staying hydrated is important.
Oh my god, Sir, you already spoiled me on my throne as well.
Oh, but you deserve that and so much more.
You got me macarons. Jesus Christ, I love macarons. Trying to cool down the burning her cheeks. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I can't stop smiling, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I thought you were just like pulling my leg, but I should not expect anything less. You're about as evil as Mr. Inge. Ah, damn.
Something like that.
I'm gonna VIP you later on. What? Oh my... What? Oh my god. Oh god. More gifty subbies. Oh my god. So many people. Oh, Pocky got one too. Oh my god, you're having Santa work overtime. Alright, lovely. I have to look for a brief moment. I'll stay here though to give you the view. Thank you very much, Sion. Lying out here making it rain. Oh, also check your DMs because I sent you a message. I thought it was kind of funny. I did see Jozo. It was very funny. Thank you. I'm trying to recover. Sorry if you didn't hear my response. It's a very chaotic. Oh, exactly. Yes, exactly. Gifted us the sub tonight. Oh, you're still going? Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, Jesus.
A princess deserves nothing less.
Jesus. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm not at crying stage yet, but oh my god, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh. Oh my god, that's so... Oh. I can't believe it. Oh, thank you. Oh my god! More? Oh my goodness. What? Oh, Kira got one!
Is anyone missing one? Because I'll send you one if you want.
Oh my god. I don't know. If anyone's missing a sub, let Lion know. Oh my god. What? Oh my... Oh god. Holy shit. What? Oh my. Oh my. I was not expecting this today. On my Sunday. My low spin day. Guys.
Generous mood. Just,
He's like, I'll just...
sure you check your emails.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Nothing? What? Should I be worried?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I'm done for now.
You're definitely on the top spot today. 53. Oh my goodness.
Inga's not going to be happy.
Oh no. Alright, Madam, take care. I'm still here, but we're firing up this stream on my own. Stay home, little queen. You deserve all the love you get. Thank you very much, Omega. Remember, if you still want to come hang out with me on my Christmas Day stream, let me know, honey, and I will add you to the guest list, okay?
I would like to point out that your mom is really pretty. Got a sub.
Your mom's got you guys what? My mom's pretty?
And given that Nozomi is the dragon mama.
I am, yes, I am. Oh my goodness.
Yes, just make sure.
Oh, no. No. You didn't.
What did I do?
You bought me the tablet? Dude! What the? You bought me the drawing tablet on my throne? Oh my god, dude. Thank you. Probably ask for particulars on Twitter for details. Oh, definitely. Feel free to do so, Omega, and I will definitely add you on Discord as well. We'll be Discord friends. Take it easy, all of you too, Lion. Of course, Omega. Thank you very much.
I don't take things easy.
It is. It's pinned to my Twitter. It's my pinned post on my Twitter, Omega. So you'll find my Christmas invite, and that goes for everybody else as well. If you're relaxing after your, holiday festivities on the 25th, or if you're spending Christmas alone, you are free to come and spend Christmas with me here, where we'll be getting having some alcohol, talking about festive holidays around the world, and I may even pull out my After Dark Pick Your Poison, so that's gonna be fun. Thank you for the sub, Lane. Oh, Izzy! Look at your cute jellyfish, darling! Izzy is subbed for 2 months now. He gets the cute little blue one. I got some pinks and I got some blues. I'm so happy. Holy shit. 53. Definitely you're on the top spot today, sir. Jeez.
Until Inge shows up.
Yes. I'm hoping he feels better. He'll probably feel better in a couple of days. And then he'll be like, what's going on? I'm not sure if it resets tomorrow. I'm not sure if it resets on Monday.
I think it does.
Oh,
Which
darn.
means you'll never know.
You should take a screenshot and just send it him.
Yeah, I'll just DM him that now.
Yeah, be like, I'll just send you that, bro. Aw, Izzy, you're precious.
He's in your server, right?
No, he's not in my server.
He's not in your server?
No.
Really?
You could whisper him on Twitch or something.
I can't send pictures that way. There he is. He's right there.
Oh, is he? I forget. I'm still trying to remember who's in or out, but yeah. It's because not many people talk in the server much, so I'm like, oh, okay. Jesus Christ, so many people got subs. I'm good.
Alright, I sent it.
Oh my god. It's even more funny because you sent him a gift sub.
I did, yes. He's not going to be happy.
You gifted him a sub. It's like, what?
Now, if we wait for 10, maybe 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And he sees this.
Uh-huh. I'm not sure if he'll be awake, though.
He might. You never know.
Yeah. I don't know his sleep schedule lately. Sometimes I found him, I think, streaming Overwatch this morning. I was like early, pretty early.
I think I saw that, yeah.
I think it's like, what, 9? Well, about 10-ish at 10 a.m. or something? 10, 11 a.m. my time. I think he was streaming Overwatch. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think he's slowly getting
I think I was looking at stream for a bit, too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
A lot of people lurking.
I get around.
Yeah. You do get around, sir.
I do get around.
Yes. Well, I mean, you do have many, lands to cover.
Mm-hmm.
You're lying in the prowl. Oh, God. Oh, my God, my cheeks. Oh, so many lovely people. And I got a raid? Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be spoiled today. And you
deserve nothing less, princess.
You bought me the art tablet, bro. What the fuck? Oh my god, my cheeks. Hold up. Hold up, yeah, exactly.
Which cheeks?
Hold up.
Because I could turn both of them red.
Oh god. Oh god. Holy shit. It's not helping the situation.
Not you sure?
It's like, I was like, I got nice folklore to share, but for me, like, it's hard to, like, talk when you're just, like, freaking the fuck out. And
but you're so cute when you're like this.
God's sake. I'm smiling as well, so I'm really, really happy. Oh, thank you. It's really cheery. I still cannot believe you bought the art tablet as well as my little mouse mat and macarons. Like, and then the gift subbies. Jesus Christ. Like, you didn't even donate to that tablet. You just flat out bought it. Oh. Oh my god.
The princess deserves nothing less.
Damn it. Oh. Oh god. I need to work on your Christmas card now. This isn't even a sugar daddy anymore. It's the glucose father. Oh, the glucose father. I love that one. Oh, I'll be diabetic soon. It's gonna happen. Oh my god. Oh my god. So you woke up from a nap and chose violence. It's because I called you adorable, wasn't it? It's like revenge.
No comment.
I knew it. Don't call people adorable, you get smothered in presents.
Well, it's simply because you're the most adorable thing here.
Damn it! God damn. I get so smiley anymore, my cheeks hurt.
It's cute when you smile.
Damn it! I'm not used to the compliments. Jesus. You guys are so nice. Thank you.
We deserve so much more.
Oh. I'll keep. Okay, cause I like you. You can have some confetti. Cause you like the confetti cannon. And
That's hardly enough to satisfy me now.
God damn it. You want jellyfish? I give you jellyfish. Have the jellies. The pretty jellies.
I simply want your pretty smile.
God damn it! God damn it! Oh, it's worse because you got a really nice voice as well. So you got like the voice actor like voice. Oh damn! I don't know why you remind me of like the Flynn Rider doing the smolder. Oh my goodness!
And your chuckle is
Oh god!
so very.
Oh my god! Oh, chat's just like.
I'm not thinking of the synonym. I had the list full of yesterday and I don't remember any of them.
You had it your pun yesterday.
It's... Your chuckle simply left my mind blank.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh god.
You're just too precious.
God damn it. Oh damn. Oh damn. Do you want to hear?
You know the effect you have on us.
God damn. Oh man. This is funny. Stop it. I'm freaking
You
out.
adorable little princess.
Oh, I don't know how to respond to that. Oh my god. God damn. Okay, let me read you a couple more stories before Dragon has to go to bed.
Yes, serenade us with your beautiful voice.
Okay. So we were talking about fairies that were carried... we were talking about fairies that carried men through the air. So this is another account of this folklore of...
But knows of me.
Yeah.
When you're here, it feels like we're high in the clouds already.
Damn it. God damn. Oh. How the fuck do I respond to this anymore? I should just be prepared for it, but I'm not. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I think that's fair. We can never be prepared for your beauty and grace.
I'm gonna give you a shout out. There you go. You get a shout out. You get loved on. Go give Lion some love, everybody. He's a very, very nice dragon. Dragon. God damn, I can't even speak anymore.
Oh, no, I'm not a nice dragon at all.
My brain stopped working. You're a lion.
I'm a very bad dragon.
Oh. God damn. Bro's coming on hard, lol. Chosa's just here eating popcorn. God damn.
He's enjoying the show. Of course, it's hard not to when you are the star.
God damn it. I'm here for the chaos always. Always, Chosa. You always come in at the chaotic moments. It's your favorite thing to do. Oh. Oh god. I am not functioning.
It's fine if you faint, dear.
If I
We'll be
faint,
here to take care of you.
if I faint, I can't read stories. Alright, sir. You calm yourself down.
I think we'll be entertained simply by your sleeping face.
You should see the kind of chaos I create in Elysian and Sakura streams. Oh god, Chozo, I worry. I worry. I haven't got to see your chaos reigned in both their streams yet, but I do visit them sometimes. I visited Sakura the other day when she was streaming with Mr. Viper. I can't believe he followed me. Oh my god.
Sadly, it seems I must go.
Mm-hmm. You gonna go back to sleep?
No.
Oh, you got other things to do. Okay.
Yes, I've got other things to do.
You let me know how it goes, okay? But I will be reading a few little tales just for everybody before I do go to sleep. But
it's such a shame.
I know.
Having to step away from your enchanting presence.
God damn. God damn. But thank you so much for all the subbies and...
Of course. Deserve nothing less.
And the presents. I can't believe you bought the tablet. You didn't even donate, just flat out, here, have it. I was like, oh my god.
I don't contribute to crowdfunding.
No, you're like, no, we either buy it.
I didn't buy it, yes.
Oh my goodness. Just make sure you're not out of pocket. Jeez.
I'm not.
You did say you managed to get some extra, so. Jesus Christ. I am a very spoiled dragon. Oh my god. Thank you. That really cheered me up today. Yes. Let me know how that goes later.
I would do anything in my power to serve my princess.
Thank you. Oh. I'm taking it that's my Christmas presents.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not?
It's not Christmas yet. It's not Christmas yet.
It's not What?
Not Christmas yet.
It's like it's not
Of course it's not a Christmas present.
I'm about to get the hose. Joseph's about to hose you down. Okay, Jesus. What? So all that and all the gifts, that's not Christmas, no.
Nope. Oh, don't tell me you're not enjoying it, Joseph.
Oh my. Well, does that mean I'm getting more Christmas?
I never said that.
Oh God, Jesus! No, you didn't say it, but you imply it, sir.
I never said that.
Oh my God. I'll class it as Christmas. It's like, no, you're not allowed. Fucking.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yes, make sure you go to bed early today. Because you don't want to be sleepy again. Oh, you're gonna hose him down, Joseph? Oh my god. Alright. Because it is a Sunday night. I can't stay up as late as I'd like on a weekend, so we're gonna do some more tales.
Hold on.
Oh?
Isn't it after midnight, young lady?
Yes, sir, it is. That's why
Shouldn't you be going to sleep?
That's why I said I'm gonna do a few more stories, and then I'm gonna go. Because...
Shouldn't you be going to sleep?
I will soon, but I do want to at least read a bit to everybody who did get to come and see. So they get to at least enjoy a little tale before I go. Promise. 1 or 2 tales, that's about it, and then I will go to sleep. I promise.
1.
1? It's only
One.
It's only small.
Yes.
It's only a small one. Can I not read 2?
You have 20 minutes.
Yes. Promise.
Chozo.
20 minutes, promise.
Chozo.
Oh my god, he's out in Chozo.
It's your job to hold her to this.
He's gonna tell me when it's time to go to bed now.
Take care of our
Yeah.
pretty little princess, won't you?
Yes, I will be like. I did not understand a word. Basically, he's saying that you have to tell me to go to bed in like 20 minutes. But I said I'd read one or two tales. I will do one or two, so everybody gets to listen in because they got to enjoy the party, and Nozomi being all like flustered and very, very thankful. But I will leave them with one or two extra tales so that they can enjoy it and get a lovely feel for my lovely storytelling, as always. You know? But I promise I will go to bed after one or two of these, because I do have to get up early in the morning. So yes, I am a responsible dragon. Clock's ticking, young lady. Yep. Yes, Mr. Chozo.
Alright, I'll be off now.
Alright, thank you for stopping by, Lion. Love having you here.
Have fun, my dear princess.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. I'll put your crown safely away for next time. There you go. Yeah, I was like, I'll pop your crown away for your next visit.
Yes.
Yes.
Farewell.
Okie dokie. Have fun, sweetie. Thanks for coming. And now let's get on with a couple of tales. I did promise. So yes, I know. Clock's ticking, Chozo. So this is the tale. Well, we've covered a little bit before everybody stopped by about men being carried away by fairies. They would, as a bit of a mischievous joke, they would pick strangers up and basically fly them to like a different part of the town or a country and have fun watching them fumble their way back to find where they need to go. So this is another little rendition of the tale of a man carried through the air by fairies. So one Edward Jones, or Ned the Jockey, as he was familiarly called. I may be a bit iffy with words at the minute. I'm still recovering. Thank you. Resided within the memory of the writer in one of the roadside cottages for a short distance from Llanidlos on the New Town Road. While returning home late one evening, it was his fate to fall in with a troop of fairies, who were not pleased to have their gambols disturbed by a mortal. Requesting him to depart, they politely offered him the choice of 3 means of locomotion, viz., being carried off by a high wind, middle wind, or low wind. The jockey soon made up his mind and elected to make his trip through the air by the assistance of a high wind. No sooner had he given his decision than he found himself whisked high up into the air and his senses completely bewildered by the rapidity of his flight. He did not recover himself till he came in contact with the earth, being suddenly dropped in the middle of a garden near Tigo, on the Brindy Road, many miles distant from the spot whence he started on his aerial journey. Ned, when relating this story, would vouch for its genuineness in the most solemn manner, and the person who narrated it to the writer brought forward as a proof of its truth that there was not the slightest trace of any person going into the garden while Ned was found in the middle of it. And that's from the Montgomeryshire Collections, the Volume 10, pages 247. Mr. Hammer records another tale much like the foregoing, but the one I have given is a type of all such stories. Fairy illusion and fantasy was formerly firmly believed in by the inhabitants of Wales. Fairies were credited with being able to deceive the eyesight, if not also the other senses of man. One illustrative tale of this kind I will now record. Like stories are heard in many parts, the following story is taken from Ir Gordon Vigion, pages 99, a book which has more than once been laid under contribution. So, fairy visits to human abodes. Okay? So, old people often told their children and servant girls that one condition of the fairy visits to their houses was cleanliness. They were always instructed to keep the fire going tidy and the floors well swept and pails filled with water, and to make everything bright and nice before going to bed, and that then perhaps the fairies would come into the house to dance and sing until the morning, and leave on the hearthstone a piece of money as a reward behind them. But should the house be dirty, never would the fairies enter it to hold their nightly revels, unless, forsooth, they came to punish the slatternly servant. Such was the popular opinion, and it must have acted as an incentive to order and cleanliness. These ideas have found expression in song. There's going to be a bit of Welsh here, so that is fair warning. And they do come with English translations most of the time, so I will do my best to translate them for you. A writer ear in ear, Anafon Cymraeg, pages 153, sings thus of the place loved by the fairies. Ysgafan ddrws pren llawr glan dannen. Eilwyd wen yn wir, pan golau draw I dŵr gwrllaw, yn sirau clwchgrwn clear, so a light door and clean white floor, and hearthstone bright indeed, a burning fire and water near supplies our every need. In a ballad entitled The Fairy Queen in Percy's Reliques of Ancient English Poetry, Nicholas's edition, Volume 3, pages 172, are stanzas similar to the Welsh verse given above, which also partially embody the Welsh opinions of fairy visits to their houses. Thus chants the Fairy Queen: when mortals are at rest, and snoring in their nest, unheard and unespied, through keyholes we do glide, over tables, stools and shelves, we trip it with our fairy elves, and, if the house be foul, with platter, dish and bowl, upstairs we nimbly creep, and find the sluts asleep. There we pinch their arm and thighs, none escapes, nor none espies. But if the house be swept, and from uncleanliness kept, we praise the household maid, and duly she is paid. For we use before we go to drop a tester in her shoe. Thanks for the gifted sub. Also, hello, looks like I came with a raid. So hello, Ghost. How are you, honey? Welcome to Raven's Hollow. My name's Nozami, the Welsh Pandragon. And thank you for the follow. Santa deemed you on the naughty list, sweetie. But welcome. We're just enjoying some last minute tales before we do raid out again. I really appreciate it. We've had some good fun, but I did make a promise we'd finish up some tales before I do depart to sleep. But please come and enjoy a tale before another raid out, honey. I'll raid you around. But I'm super happy to have you here. Thank you for the follow. And Mr. Black Lion went very, very generously with gifted subs today. So it was not for the sake of mirth, only that the fairies entered human abodes, but for the performance of more mundane duties, such as making oatmeal cakes. The Reverend R. Jones, rector of Llanyseel, told me a story current in his native parish, Llanrothen, Merionethshire, to the effect that a fairy woman, who had spent the night in baking cakes in a farmhouse, forgot on leaving to take with her the wooden utensil used in turning the cakes on the bakestone. So she returned, and failing to discover the lost article, bewailed her loss in these words: "Mi gollais fi mi hig. I have lost my shovel." The people got up and searched for the lost implement, and found it and gave it to the fairy, who departed with it in her possession. Another reason why the fairies frequented human abodes was to wash and tidy their children. In the Gorsgoch legend, already given, is recorded this cause of their visits. Many like stories are extant. It is said that the nightly visitors expected water to be provided for them, and if this were not the case, they resented the slight thus shown them and punished those who neglected paying attention to their wants. But tradition says the housewives were ever careful of the fairy wants, and as it was believed that fairy mothers preferred using the same water in which human children had been washed, the human mother left this water in the bowl for their special use. In Scotland also, fairies were propitiated by attention being paid to their wants. Thus in Alan Cunningham Traditional Tales, page 11, it is said that Ezra Paden, he rebuked a venerable dame during 3 successive Sundays for placing a cream bowl and new-baked cake in the paths of the nocturnal elves, who, she imagined, had plotted to steal her grandson from the mother's bosom. But, in the traditions of the Isle of Man, we obtain the exact counterpart of Welsh legends respecting the fairies visiting houses to wash themselves. I will give the following quotation from Brand, Volume 2, pages 494 on this point. The Manx confidently assert that the first inhabitants of their island were fairies, and that these little people have still their residence among them. They call them the good people, and say they live in wilds and forests and on mountains, and shun great cities because of the wickedness acted therein. All the houses are blessed where they visit for the fly vice. A person would be thought impudently profane who should suffer his family to go to bed without having first set a tub or pail full of clean water for the guests to bathe themselves in, which the natives either they constantly do as soon as the eyes of the family are closed wherever the vouchsafed to come. Several instances have already been given of the intercourse of fairies with mortals. In some parts of Wales it is or was thought that they were even so familiar as to borrow from men. I will give one such tale taken from the North Wales Chronicle of March 19th, 1887. So we will do a fairy borrowing a gridiron, and then we will be raiding out as promised. Because I have to be good and get sleeps, but we will doing this one tale, okay? So the following fairy legend was told to Mr. W. W. Cobb of Hilton House, Atherstone, by Mrs. Williams, wife of Thomas Williams, pilot, in whose house he lodged when staying in Anglesey. Mary Roberts of Newborough used to receive visits once a week from a little woman who used to bring her a loaf of bread in return for the loan of her gridiron, so a gridech, for baking bread. The fairy always told her not to look after her when she left the house, but one day she transgressed and took a peep at the fairy as the fairy went away. The latter went straight to the Lake Rosti, near the house of Newborough, and plunged into the waters and disappeared. This took place about a century ago. The house where Mary Roberts lived is still standing about 100 yards north of the lake. Compare the proceeding with the following lines. If ye will with Mab find grace, set each platter in its place, break the fire up and set, water in ear sun be set, wash your pails and cleanse your dairies, sluts are loathsome to the fairies. Sweep your house, who doth not so, Mab will pinch her by the toe. And that was by Herrick's Hesperides, 1648. Okay. So next stream, which I will be doing so tomorrow, we will be going into fairy riches and gifts. So let us up to the stream ending screen so you guys can see. So still a work in progress, by the way, but we're working on that. But I want to thank absolutely everybody for coming today, all my new followers, my raid I got from Callista today, and the amazing love and support received from Mr. Lion today. as well as Wolf, who got me some lovely snacks off my throne. I love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. Good night, see you again soon, of course, Chozo. I'd like you all to come and join me today in... We're going to raid Berry of Blue. So it's a new streamer today we're going to go see and share some love. So please go and give them a very lovely warm welcome and some love from Raven's Hollow. And I will see you all again very, very soon. Thank you so much for coming, guys. You are absolutely amazing. But I will see you tomorrow. Hope to see you there. Take care, darlings. Bye-bye.